quit? You're really like against all odds. You're doing something that no one in the family's done, that none of your friends have done.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Whatever is mine is looking for me.
Have to know what road to take to get to your final destination.
Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Hello. I know it's been a minute. Happy Monday. This was highly requested. I'm channeling Brandy from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Is it giving? I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, we have a lot to discuss. I know a lot of you wanted me to give my take on Desmond and Kristy, and I was holding off on it because I was waiting to see if Kristy was going to say anything. And I've been seeing her moving through the internet streets, and the tone that she gives, I'm giving you nothing. I'm giving you absolutely nothing. I'm giving the internet nothing. All she posted was the new haircut, the bomb dress, and the new house with the caption, same address. And I love that. I love that because honestly, she doesn't owe us anything. She doesn't. She doesn't really owe us anything. I mean, the woman was cheated on. But let's get into this breakdown. I have seen the most pick-me, male-identified, internalized misogyny behavior I have ever seen behind Desmond and Kristy. It's so bad that men are like, I think this is the first time we are publicly seeing a man get a pass for cheating. Can you believe that? This man right here. They met in high school. High school sweethearts. Apparently they met for the first time at their senior prom. Or a senior prom. I don't know how true that is. But Desmond Scott was 18 when he met 17-year-old Kristy Sarah at their high school prom. What started as a teenage love affair grew into a long-term relationship that spanned nearly 2 decades. They went on to marry. They shared 2 beautiful sons, and they built a production company together, becoming well known online for their wedding films and storytelling content. For years, they were seen as a couple who grew up together personally and professionally. After 11 years of marriage, Kristy recently filed for divorce. From high school sweethearts to business partners and parents, their story is a reminder of how much people can change between their teenage years and adulthood. So it really seems like Desmond had like a little bit of a glow up. It seems like Kristy was always this beautiful girl next door type of girl, even then. And it seems like Desmond was a little bit on the nerdier side. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being nerdy. Nothing wrong with being different, being weird. You know, we welcome that on this platform. So there's nothing wrong with that. However, when people who were rejected when they were younger go through some type of glow up or some type of physical change, they tend to have this burning desire to live out things that they weren't able to live out when they were younger. And I believe that that may be the situation with Desmond. A lot of people are making the assumption that Kristy was too much. If he felt like Kristy was too much because they met when they were kids, if he truly felt like she was too much, why did he marry her to begin with? If he truly felt like she was too much, why did he give her 2 kids? If he felt like she was too much, why would he go into business with her and create a production company? Why? It's so weird to see women online use that as an excuse for why he wanted out of the relationship, even though he did not file for divorce. He just got caught cheating. I think I would have respected Desmond a little bit more if he would have filed. But no, he cheated and he left the paperwork up to Kristy. And it's interesting that women are projecting this internalized misogyny on Kristy, stating that she was too much. And you know what? A lot of men feel like women are too much when it comes to postpartum. A lot of men feel like women are too much when it comes to how they prefer things, how they desire things. But she was too much, even though he stayed with her for 11 years in marriage. And I think it was, 4 or 5 years before he actually married her? That's a very long time. It's very strange to see women reinforce that narrative that a woman is just too much. You know how many men could use that excuse? After she had kids, after we had 2 kids, 3 kids, she just became too much. After she got that promotion at her job, she just became too much. After I started treating her bad, even though I'm not willing to own that and take accountability for that, she just became too much. It's very similar to when a man puts a woman through hell and then he calls her crazy. Like she just got crazy out of nowhere. It's kind of similar. So, I don't know. The discourse online is very strange to me. I've never seen anything like this before. Let me pull up this too, because this is just crazy. I have to show you this because the men are shocked.
I think Desmond is the first cheater to win the women's heart. I've never seen this amount of women that is for Desmond. The women say, you know what? If I was him, I would have cheated too. Bro, the women are happy that he cheated.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually insane. And then you know what really threw me? Because there are so many red flags. Let's get into the red flags. I don't understand why the girls are overlooking the red flags when it comes to Desmond. Is it really the beard? Is it the beard that got you so delusional? Because there's so many red flags. First of all, he did not file. That's number one. He did not file for divorce. She did. Number two, he made that statement on his Instagram stating that, you know, he spoke with Kristy. He wanted a separation. He wanted a divorce or whatever like that. Still made her file, even though that's what he wanted. But then after the statement, right? And basically he's saying he wanted out. He wanted out, which people are saying, oh, he wanted out. He was sick of her. He was tired of her. Yet you're still following her on Instagram. You're liking her photo on her Instagram. A woman you're sick of. You can't stand her. You are so irritated with her content and how she shows up online. But you're still following her on Instagram and you're still liking her posts, but you're so sick of what she curated with you when it pertains to social media. Wouldn't you want nothing to do with that? But he liked it. Because we all know how men get. They get weird when they lose access to you. And then they start to stalk you on social media. Okay. So that's another red flag. I'm like, why are you liking her? You can't stand her. You're sick of seeing her. You're sick of the content creating. You're sick of all of it. But you liking her photo. And this is the thing. The timing of him liking the photo was the same night that he was out kissing that girl. Some random girl here in Houston. So you're drunk, you're intoxicated, you're making out with this girl at this restaurant, lounge, whatever. So you're intoxicated and you're kissing this girl, but you're liking your ex's photo on social media? Yeah, because that's a clear indication he's sick of her. That's a clear indication. Okay, but we just gonna be oblivious to it all, girl, all the red flags. Because that's crazy. Because I was paying attention to the timeline. I'm like, it ain't adding up. Let me see what Kristy has to say. I don't think Kristy is going to say anything. So that's a second red flag. Then what was the other red flag? The other red flag is Desmond is also playing very perfectly into this victim role. So well that when he uploaded this, I was like, oh my God, the girls are falling for it. When he uploaded this video, this right here, where he's in his new place, he's in his new apartment. All of this was fine. Him setting up his kitchen, that's fine, right? This is the part that really got me. Mind you, people are saying the reason why he was so tired of Kristy is because of the content creating. It was just too much. It ruined their relationship. It ruined their marriage. This is the part right here that got me. The camera! The girls was like, oh, he just wanted peace. This is a man that owns a production company. Are y'all for real? Is the internet serious right now? I can't. The performance. Look at him. Look at this. Feel bad for me. Please give me some sympathy. Please, I need the sympathy. I cheated on my wife. I'm getting death threats. I want to know who's filming this shit too. That's what I want to, because I'm just like, and then this is another thing. People are like, oh, he was so sick of her, sick of the backflips and everything like that. And I'm just like, y'all, this is the thing. To make it seem like how a person creates content is how they show up in their everyday, regular, mundane life is kind of delusional. You don't know what their marriage was like. You don't know what the relationship was like. And social media and edited videos and edited content is never going to give you the real behind what actually happened in their marriage. It's just not. It's not. You really think that woman's just doing back flips? Like she set up her camera to do the back flips. And then once the camera turned off, what do you think she was doing? Still doing the cartwheels and the backflips and all of that. When I log out of social media, you know what I do? I'm quiet. I come on here, I'm yap. I yap so much, I'm tired of talking. But according to social media, all she do is talk. She can't shut up. She don't know when to shut up. And then another thing, I come on here and I give my opinions. People make the assumption, oh, Yoni is always inserting herself and getting her opinions. That is not my personality. My opinions are not my personality. I actually have a personality and it's not my opinions. Y'all are trying to make it seem like Kristy and the type of content she created online is her entire personality. She's a mother. She's a wife. She just did not showcase that side of her life. So you don't know how she actually showed up in her marriage. Only they do. Only they know what actually happened in their relationship. All social media can do is try to put two and two together through edited videos. And then the thing is, she wasn't even creating videos where her relationship was truly the center of her content. It was more so her antics that she would do, the creativity and the fashion in which her antics created the content. Basically, she's kind of like a Nara Smith, but if you were to remove Lucky, she would still have content. So she's not your traditional couples type of content where them being in a relationship is all of her content. Actually, it's her antics, her crazy antics, and then it's her fashion, it's her beauty. And when it comes to Nara Smith, it's kind of similar. It's her fashion, it's her cooking, and then her husband is there. And that's really it, though. So and a lot of people also feel like when it comes to Nara and how she presents herself, that's her whole personality, and that she gets all of this help and that there's always someone around helping her. But that may not be the case 100% of the time. She may have help while recording, but she may not have help outside of her scheduled recording time. You don't know that. That's the thing. It's like, are people disassociating from reality? And it makes them good content creators, in my opinion, because if you really think that this is their actual life through their content, then they're selling you and they're good at it. They're really good at it. They're selling you this thing that they have created through their videos, this image, this story, and they're really good at it. That's all that means. But to try to translate that to the reality of their relationship is kind of, I'm trying to be nice, y'all, but it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. Even when it comes to feeling bad for him, even the girls in the comments, they feel bad for him. I'm like, this is a performance. He literally has someone behind a camera taking this footage. He's trying to secure his income now that he's not with her. Of course he's going to be back in the kitchen. But it's not because, I just had to get out of that relationship so I could get back in the kitchen. I was watching a video of Kristy showing the house that they just bought. And Desmond had full control over the kitchen. He wanted it a certain way, and she said, go for it, because I don't care about the kitchen. However you want it to be, however you want the layout to be, however you want the kitchen to be, I'm cool with that. So it's like women online are trying to make it seem like he just didn't have his own space to cook and to be him and to do him. She literally let him have full range. A woman let a man have full range dictatorship on how the kitchen and the layout was going to go. A woman. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. If it was me, I'm going to have some say so. But she just let him. She's like, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do you really think Kristy wanted a kitchen like the one that she has? No, because Kristy is not in the kitchen like that. She doesn't care. But Desmond wanted this, it seems like commercial type style kitchen. You really think Kristy wanted all of that? No. I can tell you that right now. No, she didn't give two fucks. This girl she barely know how to make banana nut bread. She let that man have full range. So the women talking about he just wanted to get back in the kitchen. He could have did that with his wife in the home with his children. He just didn't want to do that. It's simple. Stop overcomplicating it. And the women that are internalizing that this woman was too much, I can tell that you have very low self-esteem. Most likely, if a man left you after pregnancy, you think you did something wrong. If a man left you, cheated on you, whatever, you probably think you did something wrong. And you probably suffer when it comes to your self-esteem till this day, because you can't wrap your mind around the fact that maybe it had nothing to do with you at all. Maybe he just wanted to make a selfish decision. And he didn't care if it hurt you or not. And it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with if you were doing too much of this or you weren't doing enough of this. Maybe it just was just his choice. To see so many women speak for men, vouch for them, to emotionally labor how he feels, a man you don't know, is so insane. Like, it's so insane. Because how a woman thinks is so different from how a man thinks. So we don't know. Until he says, well, I wanted out of the relationship because of X, Y, and Z, you don't really know. And it could have just been, he just didn't want to do the married life. Maybe he felt like he missed out on his younger years. Maybe he just wanted to live the bachelor lifestyle because he never got the opportunity to do so. But I find it strange that you were sick of her, sick of the life that you created, yet you're sitting up and you're liking your soon-to-be ex-wife's photos on Instagram. That sends mixed signals. And I believe that he was sending those same mixed signals in the marriage, which was why when he had a conversation with Kristy stating that he wanted out of the divorce or out of the marriage and wanted a divorce, but he didn't file though. But now that he got what he wanted, he's liking her photos on Instagram. Does that not send mixed signals and mixed messages to you? Because it does to me as someone that's just looking from the outside looking in. I don't even know the details of what actually happened in their relationship. But from the outside looking in, he seems very fucking confused to me. He seems very confused. And for him to want to be single in the city of Houston is insane. It's insane. But yeah, he seems very double-minded for sure. Very, very double-minded.
Please elect.
And you know, it's crazy. A lot of people felt like Kristy was the perfect wife. I would see comments on YouTube all the time that Kristy was the perfect wife because she kept herself in shape. She has personality. She knows how to have fun. She kept the relationship fun and funky, and that they could still act like kids together, but still be adults, but still be married and still raise kids. Like, she would always get those compliments all the time, mainly from women and men. But now she was just too much. It was just too much. It was just, it makes no sense. And again, even when it comes to this, there's a camera. There's a tripod. They're in front of the camera. They're recording. I don't know which one it is either. And I think the internet is just as confused as Desmond is. Because if I'm sick of somebody and I can't stand them, I'm not sitting up liking their photos on Instagram. And does he still follow her? Let's see if he still follows her. The clip is crazy, isn't it? Oh, it's insane. Let me see if he still follows her. I just want to know because I'm nosy. Because she was the only woman that he followed on Instagram. So let's see. Oh, he done followed some people. Okay, he finally unfollowed her. No. He still follows her. I'm sorry. He still follows her. But she unfollowed him. Yeah, she doesn't follow him. Now, in my experience, and I can only speak for my experience, when a man messes it up with a good woman, they stalk. heavily and they stalk you for years. She unfollowed him, but he still follows her. A man that's so sick. Okay. That's crazy. And listen, I'm not speculating. I'm going off of the facts. Everything I've talked about so far is what we can see and what I can pull up. He liked her photo on Instagram after the fact. After the statement, after it came out that they were divorced. He liked her photo on Instagram. That was the same night that he was intoxicated with that woman with the curly hair. I'm not even making these things up. A lot of you are just making things up. You're making assumptions. But I'm speaking facts, and I'm speaking in the order in which it happened. That's it. Also, let me see. There was another thing too. This was weird, and this said a lot.
Hey, Desmond Scott, I just want to say I salute you, brother, and I'm praying for you. You nice looking, you fly, you intelligent, and you know how to cook. It's no woman on God's earth that wouldn't want you. So just ignore the hate, because right now you about to go way up in the air. Now use the hate that you receiving right now for your motivation to prepare you for what the internet talking about. Them just miserable people. Say you wasn't happy. You did something to make you happy. The only thing I wouldn't have did was apologize.
To have Kevin Gates empathize with you because he's been in a similar situation says everything that I need to know. And this is what's throwing me when it comes to the women online. You are not consistent. And that's the thing, because Kevin Gates got sick and tired of Drika. Another beautiful woman, right? Because Kevin Gates is relating to Desmond. And we all know Kevin Gates, if he really had it his way, he would go crawling back to Drika, but he can't. And Desmond, if he could, he would be crawling back to Kristy. Are the girls okay? Like, I'm mad, y'all. I'm mad. And I just been sitting back, just not saying nothing, just like, wow. Wow. A recession brought out the pick-me behavior. And I am just like, what the hell? Crazy. But it says a lot that a character like Kevin Gates finds you to be relatable.
Yeah, they asked me, Kevin, what you got? I want to slung that. What up? That's what I want to do. I'm doing all the cooking, all the cleaning. No black man should leave the home without his straight like that. Oh, excuse me. Y'all have a beautiful day. I love you guys like play cousins. My name is Kevin Gates, and I approve this message. You heard me? If not, catch me and do me some. Y'all pray about it, because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You heard me?
I talked about this divide, y'all, but to see it in real time, to see it, even when I said the divide was going to happen, right? Like when I got the spiritual download, I was like, and I remember the girls were attacking me like, Yoni, you're trying to create a divide among women. I said, no, this is going to be a natural divide. This is a natural divide. This is not something that I want. And so now that the natural divide is happening, I am blown away. Because sometimes when you get spiritual downloads, you're like, okay, like, all right. I mean, there were signs. But I'm like, yeah. No, I think women want more for themselves. No, they don't. There's a lot of them that don't. Oh. And listen. Kristy is quiet. Kristy is so quiet. And the girls are not thinking about that. Why is Kristy so quiet? Because I am. I'm like, girl, why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet? She said 2 words. Same address. That was it. She is super quiet. And you know, when a woman is quiet, y'all, when a woman is this detached, girl, I don't know. I just know when a woman is this detached, girl, it's more to the story. You know what I mean? I don't know what more is in the story. I'm saying that there's more to the story because I'm like, girl, it seemed like you don't give a damn. People making up all of these assumptions, and I even seen how one woman said that she cheated on Desmond, and then she did comment in the comments. She said false. That was it. So we got same address, and then we got false. And that was it. That's all we got from her. We ain't get nothing else. We got this long paragraph from Desmond, and we got same address, false. And then an unfollow. What's going on? So this is a video where he was more on his phone. Look. He was already cheating. And ladies, I just want y'all to understand, because I've said this and I will say it again. When men start entertaining another woman, you become so annoying. When men start to entertain another woman, everything about you is annoying. It's too much. It's everything you do is just and then they become mean. And in some cases, they become disrespectful. And I believe he was already cheating. Look at him. There was a switch in his behavior. Kristy has always been consistent. This is why I'm not understanding why she's getting blamed. She's always been consistent. But his behavior changed. How we go from that to this? How we go from this undivided attention, right, to where's it at? This. Huh? How? Girl, it's the facial hair for me. It's just, you know what? It make me sick. Girl, it make me sick. Make me sick. Hold on. Was it? No, not that one. Damn. Was it another one? I don't think it was that one. So she did unfollow him. Let's just go into that.
I blame Kristy for unfollowing Desmond. I had to go check myself when I read your comment, but yeah, she finally took him off. And he is still following her. And I mean, who knows if he's even noticed yet that she removed herself from, him. But I mean, I don't blame her. Why are you moving reckless? Why are you moving disrespectful? We're supposed to be civil, and instead you're in the blogs on some messy shit. I don't know why, but I have a feeling like things are going to get worse. Not for her, but just how Desmond's out there, And I'm sure she most likely saw Kevin Gates' damn video.
And he said, my dog. To Kevin Gates, he commented, my dog. Huh? The girls are defending this. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much for me.
Desmond co-signing his fucking, I just met her on Sunday night, her co-signing, like, come on now. I saw a lot of you saying that Kristy cheated first, but y'all are telling me with who or where's that coming from? And some of you were like, yeah, she emotionally cheated. Okay, with who?
Ooh wee. I just okay, all of that's fake. Okay, we're not about to get into that. All of that's fake. That's AI or some shit. I don't know. The internet be weird. So let's also get into this because I'm using men because I feel like it's very important that I use men.
This man, Desmond Scott, might be the first person on the internet to get a pass for cheating because people don't like his wife's videos. This dude Desmond came out and said, hey, yeah, I wanted a separation. She didn't let me separate from her, so I stepped outside the marriage and she filed for divorce. And people on the internet are saying, hey, she is kind of annoying. Hey, a man can only take so much. She shouldn't have tried to tie him down. If he wanted to leave, she should have let him leave. Like, he ain't a grown-ass man. Like, as soon as she filed for divorce,
and it's one thing to hear men say she was doing too much, she was annoying and things like that. But to see women chime in, and women are like, oh, I'm for women. And it's just crazy. And you wonder why misogyny is thriving. Well, whenever you hear men project their misogyny, you chime in and agree. Whenever men project their misogyny onto a woman, you're chiming in to agree. And you wonder why misogyny is thriving. It's thriving. And then it's crazy to see women chime in and agree because that very thing can be used against you, which is why you chiming in to agree is stupidity. It's stupidity. Which is why I use the example. Your postpartum is too much. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. Nobody wants to deal with the fact that your hormones are imbalanced. That don't got nothing to do with me. I'm a man. What that got to do with me and what you got going on with your body? Even though I'm the one that caused it, technically, because I impregnated you. I mean, like, do women hear themselves? Okay. So if you want to know why misogyny is thriving in 2026, it's because women will chime in and agree. And that's what we're witnessing.
Later, he pops out in the club making out with some Instagram. He pops out in the club allegedly kissing this woman right here a couple of days after she filed for divorce. Like, his wife makes these animated videos. She's super popular, 17 million followers and stuff like that. And people are saying, hey, look, she was annoying, man. Don't you get it? A man can only take so much. Now, I'm not picking sides here, but y'all, come on. Like, what? Are city boys up this much? Damn. Him and a man a pass for cheating because y'all think his wife is annoying and people are just making up stories of what was going on behind the scenes. Maybe they got married when they was young and he wanted some new ass and she didn't want to let him have it, man. A man can only take so much. What are you expecting, bruh? It's not, surprisingly, it's not just the men. It's a lot of women that say because they think her videos are annoying. Like, he wasn't an active participant.
And it really gives jealousy, y'all. It gives jealousy. It just does. Kristy is very much in tune with her inner child. And for whatever reason, it bothers grown women. I don't know. And she seems like such a fun mom. Like, I watched a video of her and I'm like, who would even think to do something like that? And I'm sure her kids had a ball with it. But she went and got bubble wrapping paper at like Home Depot. And then she laid it out throughout the house. And then she had her boys play and ride their cars over the bubble wrapping. Now, most moms would be like, girl, hell no. That would overstimulate me. But Kristy, she seems like she's a fun mom. She just seems like she's overall just a fun person. And I wouldn't even think to do something like that. But I'm like, oh my God, I got to do that for my niece. You know, when I'm hanging out with her and I'm trying to create memories with her, those boys will always remember how fun their mom was, how interactive she was. It's just crazy to me.
Benefiting from the videos. They think her videos were annoying, so she deserves to get cheated on and left. That's crazy to me, y'all. Yeah, I'm not picking sides. I just pointed out. Are the city boys up?
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. And then, hold on, let me see. He had to come back and double down.
I told y'all this man Desmond Scott might be the first person online to get a pass for allegedly cheating because people find his wife annoying. But y'all, people are creating stories to justify it. Look at this. What if, for the last 2 years, unbeknownst to us, only...
It really gives that... Listen, this is just my opinion. It really gives that he wanted to be the main character. He couldn't get his cooking thing off the ground because his wife was taking so much of his spotlight. This man has been active on social media since this divorce. He's receiving death threats, but he got time to show that he's about to start cooking in the kitchen. Wouldn't social media be the last place you would want to be? No, the spotlight is finally on me. I just moved into my apartment, and then I'm gonna make it grand too. I'm gonna show myself shopping at the grocery store, setting up my kitchen. I'm so disappointed, y'all. I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed in the girls. Like, what?
You in their highly curated social media life. They hadn't had sex or any sort of intimacy, but she still wouldn't allow him to leave. So he forced her hand and ventured beyond her control. What the hell are you talking about? I don't condone cheating. However, the way he was disrespected in almost every single video is crazy. A person can only take so much mentally and physically. You can literally see it in the videos from the last several months that he was tired.
But girl, when she was bringing in 15 to 20 million annually, he was cool with it. And you know what it gives? Okay, the pink pills, the Chrissys, the Cynthia G's, the the women that walked before me when it came to commentary and speaking on relationships and just men in general. This is a tale as old as time, and they have educated women on when men get access to money, and money is power, they feel like they don't need you anymore. And that's what this gives. It's a tale as old as time. It's a tale as old as time. That's why they say, you know, a man's loyalty is tested when he has it all. So now that he has it all, his loyalty is being tested, and he cheated. Ain't that crazy? But he gets a pass because his wife made content online. And he was so sick of the life. He was so sick of the lifestyle, the content creating, the video always being a thing, always recording. And then he records himself moving into his new apartment. And he just didn't record himself in the apartment, in the kitchen. Girl, he made it a whole production. He went to the grocery store. He had somebody follow him with a camera inside the grocery store. And that's just the footage that we got. We don't know how much footage he actually took that day.
There was a hidden camera filming those videos. He was an active participant. There was a tripod in the living room. That was their brand. As a woman, I'm happy for him. She deserves it. Team Daz. As a woman. Sure, brother. We know there's a man behind that profile. Yeah, she annoying as fuck and overbearing. He should have just left her, though. She treated him like shit. They deserve each other. Huh? Some of her antics were too much. Huh? What are y'all talking about? Again, there was a tripod in the living room. This man knew that they were filming the videos. Like, my goodness.
Now, what if Kristy was the messy type and she just started dropping receipts? Girl, Kristy, girl, the strength. It's admirable how you're sitting back and you're seeing all of these rumors circulate and you still don't say nothing. You don't drop nothing. The strength that takes.
It's not about giving him a pass. It's about understanding how it got there. I don't like her cheating, nor justify it.
But we've got to admit that as much as it's bad for someone to cheat, it's just as bad to treat your partner so poorly that it leads them to that choice. Huh? What the fuck are you talking about? This is based on online videos. How do you know he was treated poorly? Because he was the butt of the joke in the skits that he was an active participant in? This is what? I don't think he cheated. He said that to protect her image.
And you have to understand that the way the content was created was she was the main character and he was the supporting husband. And now that he's switching to his own platform, creating his own content, now he's the main character. And anyone else involved will just be the supporting character. This is crazy.
He didn't cheat though. Cheating means if he did it behind her back, but he already wanted to separate for months.
Oh no.
But she didn't, so he moved on. I said, you just made that up. How do you know he wanted to separate for months? People act like this man was held hostage and couldn't leave the marital home. Like he literally, allegedly cheated, right? And moved into his own spot and sat up and started filming videos. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? This person
set up and started filming videos. And then this is crazy. Y'all, when I tell you I'm flabbergasted, I feel like I'm more flabbergasted by seeing women agree with, but I understand. I'm like, what? And then like this is the thing that like really kills me, right? Desmond is showing you his real character outside of the curated videos. He's showing you his character outside of the edited content. And y'all are like, no, he was sick of her. He was sick of her. But the type of man that he is outside of the curated videos, the edits, he's friends or he's cool with Kevin Gates. He doesn't want to do content creating anymore. He doesn't want to deal with women that's into that, but he's making out with a woman in Houston that's a model, most likely who models on her Instagram. He wanted out of his marriage, but still follows his ex-wife and engages in her content, her photos. Then another part of his character, he cheated. Then to cheat, you have to lie because you have to hide that you're cheating. Y'all trust him? This is just me being logical. I don't. And then this is the worst of it all. Women feel bad for him. And ladies, you feeling bad for a man is a disadvantage to yourself and your whole existence and your whole reality in this system. A man will always be the solution to his own problems. Sometimes you just can't be the solution to your own problems. If a man impregnates you and abandons you, what solution can you give yourself? You can't. A man will always be the solution to his own problems. You being or feeling sad for a man makes no sense at all. When you feel bad for someone, they're truly helpless. A lot of times, men are the solutions to their own problems. You as a woman, it's not that simple for us, unfortunately. Which is why I believe less people would probably feel sorry for us if we could be the solutions to our own problems. And there are situations where we can be the solutions to our own problems, but it's not always 100% guaranteed because we're women. He's a man. So you feeling sorry for a man when you're a woman makes no logical sense. Like, it makes no logical sense. Because you can't even help him. But he can help himself. You see how that works? A man feeling sorry for you because you can't find the solution for yourself makes sense, because he may be able to come in and help you. But you can't help him. It's rare for a woman to truly be able to help a man. And it's because it's literally how the system is created. It's how the system is set up. And I see women all the time where, and this is why men get resentful towards you when you try to help them. They get very mean towards you when you try to help them, because they know deep down that you really can't help them like that, but they can help themselves. They call it nagging when you try to help. When you try to offer help, when you try to be there in a way that they know that they have to show it for themselves, they get very mean towards you. So to see women feel sorry for a man, it logically makes no sense. It just doesn't. You can try to support where he is. You can nurture him helping himself. You can nurture him helping himself, but you can't always do the work for them, like help them out of this or that as a woman, because you're already placed at a disadvantage. You were born at a disadvantage. Logically, it makes no sense. And this is why even boys, when they reach a certain age, a lot of mothers come to the realization, I can't help my son. I could help him when he was a baby, when he was younger and he was at a certain age, but I can't help him past this point now. Only a man could guide him. But I can't really be there for him in the way that I could when he was younger, when he was just a baby, when he was just a little boy. But now that he's transitioning to a grown man, even as his mother, I can't help him because I'm a woman. It's just facts, y'all. It's just facts. Women always feel like they can help. The only thing you could do is get in the way. That's it. That's the only thing you could do. So to see women jump into this, oh, I feel bad for him, it makes no sense to me. He's literally the solution to his own problem, even if it was for him to just leave the marriage and file for divorce. But he didn't do that. He made Kristy do it. He was always the solution to his own problems.
My take, they're both wrong. What? She seemed to be disrespectful to him for content and views. And then
women have done this, and it's part of the reason why he cheated on her was, according to the chat, she helped him quit his corporate job. And how do you think he repaid her? By cheating, because his ego couldn't handle it. A woman cannot help a man in the way that he can help himself. What I think Desmond is seeking is some type of fulfillment outside of a woman being behind it or being a part of it. So, like I said, they resent you for it. You feeling sorry, it makes no sense. Thank you. Actually, my hairstylist did this. So I can't really give you a tutorial. I don't know how she did it. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy yapping at the salon, y'all. But I can share you this. I can share with you the salon I went to.
I understand why he wanted out. Y'all finish reading the rest of this mess.
I can't.
Their energies didn't match.
I can't.
He didn't cheat. They were separated. His choices were made during the separation. They were very much still living together. They were both in the wrong because he wasn't happy with her. The whole world sees it. How can she not see it? She lives with him. She never said anything. What's wrong? I can tell there's something wrong. From skits. This is crazy. He chose his dignity and self-respect. That type of content was too much for him. looking at his character, he looks calm and shy. Calm and shy. This calm and shy, this same person calm and shy, lip locking with a chick in the club shortly after the divorce was filed by her. This is calm and shy in the club. What the?
And this is why I say it's so easy to manipulate women. Part of how easy it is to manipulate women, you want to believe that he's shy. You want to believe it, so all he has to do is pretend that he is. It's not hard.
Huh? She cheated first. What? Where are these coming?
It is crazy because he's a narcissist telling you this. He is a diagnosed narcissist telling you this. Ladies, we have lost the plot here.
Bro, this person just went on a fucking tangent. They both did wrong? Huh? How do you know that? How do you know that? You can tell in his videos he was tired. Kristy knew about it. She knew he didn't want to be with her. So let's be real.
This is crazy.
This person just created some shit too. The very first time he wanted to separate, she should have filed immediately instead of working through it. He cheated to push her to leave because he knew she wouldn't tolerate cheating. That man was plotting. What kind of bird brain ass response is this right here? He wanted to separate, so she should have filed for divorce? What? This shit they just made this about a thin air.
Oh my God.
He filed for divorce multiple times and she turned him down? What the fuck are y'all talking about? You just made that up. What the fuck are you talking about? And then another one. You will all be shocked they already separated since 2024 was just doing content together. Like, y'all literally made that up. Y'all literally are making shit up. Truth be told, no one actually knows what's going on in that situation. But people trying to justify this man allegedly cheating are bird-brained as fuck. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I'm glad we calling them what they are, because people be trying to make it seem like, Yoni, you're mean. Well, what do you call it? Like, what do you call it? What do you call it? There's an empty nest up here. And it's not even making logical sense. People are like, Yoni, you're mean, because we're calling them. Well, we got to call it something.
How many different stories people cultivated to try to justify it? They've been separated for years, but he filed for divorce multiple times. But she was cheating first. Y'all don't know. We don't know. It's crazy as shit that people make this type of stuff up. And that just goes to show you that when you publicize your relationship is online, and y'all do separate, something happens, people are going to create just weird ass, wild ass stories to try to justify your downfall.
Oh, I just cannot, y'all. It's too much. It's too much. And it's women so let me show you the women, right, that are making these accusations.
I think the Kristy and Desmond thing is so funny. I honestly feel bad for the man. I know, like, everybody's like, she got cheated on. Why you feel bad for him? Blah, blah, blah. This man literally said that he's been trying to get out that marriage for a little minute. He did not want to be with
a marriage that he got down on a bended knee for and presented a ring. That man?
And I do feel like also found out that like Jehovah's Witness. So it's either, to me in my brain, she wanted to keep that relationship for the content of it all or for religious reasons. Either way, they both had.
She don't need him for content. And you know, Kristy, let's get into it, sis. Kristy, hire a buff man, tall, chocolate. Go chocolate this time. Okay, go dark chocolate this time. Or white. You know, I don't discriminate. And have him come in and cook for you. Teach you how to cook, flirt with him a little bit on video, you know. Spice it up a little bit. And if it's not a man, I don't discriminate. You can bring a woman in now. Make it hot. Sexy, you know. Don't let the kitchen go to waste. You could either have him come in or have her come in and cook for you, teach you how to cook. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. But you don't have to take this. You don't. lean over the counter, get the angles, girl. Because he still follow you on social media. Since he want to stalk, I mean, and you're a creator, curate some content. I mean, and have him, don't make him wear a shirt. Put on like an apron or something. Have the muscles out, Put on a little chef hat. I'm thinking of a man right now. He got locks and he be in the kitchen all the time. Invite him over. Y'all do some content together or something like that. But girl, I'm tired of all of these assumptions. I am. I'm tired.
They have people in a chokehold to stay in situations that they know are not good for them. He literally was like, I wanted to get out so badly, I literally just had to cheat on her for her to actually leave me. So like, who are we really feeling sorry for? Are we really feeling sorry for her? Or are we gonna feel sorry for him once you like hear it like that? I just want to know, cause I think she was perfectly fine with being in control and having things she wanted.
But she filed for divorce, girl. Make it make sense. She went and filed for divorce, but she was comfortable. Clearly, she wasn't comfortable with that man cheating.
She was perfectly fine with, being in control and having things she wanted her way. Think about it.
I can't. How long do you think it's going to be before he's caught up with an OnlyFans model? I know it's coming. How long do you think we got? Then this is another one.
Honestly, I think bro just got tired of laughing, because I don't know about you guys, but back in the day, especially like 2021, 2022, these two were all over my YouTube shorts and TikTok feed. And even back then, I knew that this was definitely scripted, because ain't no way you're legitimately surprised when you're...
So if you know it's scripted, then why are you saying that he got tired of laughing? Do you think he was laughing that much? He got tired of laughing on camera? And he was like not the main character. She was the main character. And I come in with my laugh and that's it. I don't think that man was tired of laughing, because like I said, they was bringing in anywhere between 15 to 20 million annually. I don't think he was tired of laughing at all. Not for no 15, 20 million dollars. I don't. Would you laugh for 15, 20 million dollars? You would. You would.
Being pranked every day for 365 days straight. But there's millions.
Do you really think Kristy was out here pranking this man every day for 365 days out of the year? No. I think she created content doing that some days, but I don't think it was every day.
And millions of people who will disagree.
I mean, like, do people really hear themselves? I'm thinking about how Kristy got to put the kids to bed. She has to get them ready for school in the morning. You're like, I'm just thinking about all the shit that this woman had to do. And y'all think she really had time to just be pranking people all day?
Me on that. It makes me sad because they've been together since they were like 14 years old, and they do have 2 young children together, and this is so public.
But I'm not too worried about Kristy. I mean, we're still gonna be watching
without the guy, and I mean, a face like that, you can't go wrong. Look at it. So symmetrical. She's so fine.
But I mean, Kristy's gonna be fine. Texas is a very good state for women to get divorced in, so...
And then this is some tea. So Desmond and Kristy both filed to have the divorce filings publicly sealed. It was rejected. The judge rejected that these the filing of the divorce and the proceedings that follow will be left publicly. Open publicly. Now, they both wanted privacy. I don't know if it was for the kids or what. But the judge dismissed that motion. So I'm like, what? Or rejected that motion. So I'm like, what? So that's why I don't want to say too much. You know, I'm waiting for Kristy to say something, or I'm really waiting for the facts to come out. That does suck, doesn't it? It does suck. It does. But I just want to know, like, you know, what could happen? Because I'm tired of seeing all these people just make up these things out of thin air. So I found that out. I was like, oh, so the judge denied that. They denied that they could seal their divorce. So it will be left public. And I know how the internet is going to do. The internet is going to dig. The internet is going to put it out here. So expect that. But they at least attempted, and they weren't sealed. It wasn't sealed. Now, I was told by a lawyer that as the divorce proceedings continue, that things within the divorce may be sealed, but it may not be everything or whatever the case may be. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what else to think, but that's kind of interesting. So it'd be different if it was just Desmond that wanted to seal and then not Kristy, but they both wanted to. But maybe it was for the kids, though. One thing I will give them, they protect their kids. So it could be because of the kids, and they mutually agreed on that.
Yeah, I think she's going to be okay. As for the chef husband, I don't know.
But this is just a couple that you wouldn't have expected. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So we'll see. Only time will tell. So this was interesting. I wanted to talk a little bit about this as well.
We talk about the husbands and boyfriends of influencers because it gets to a point. This is something that's never been spoken about that I wanted to talk about for so long because this whole Kristy situation is my story. I'm literally going through divorce now because of infidelity, which I've shared on social media for the past year and a half. I don't even really want to speak about them because one, I don't know them, I don't follow them. I just know of them because I know that they're big on TikTok and stuff.
And we see this consistently with women that are content creators and influencers, public figures and things like that, where when a woman, when she first started off, she was in this relationship. It was before she kind of blew up. And then, I almost said some names. So I'm like, let me not say no names because I'm not trying to bring other people into this. But we see this consistently with women that are content creators where they start off with the man and then all of a sudden the man cheats and then it ends the relationship and it's very public. And we see this a lot with content creators. I don't understand what is the difference with Kristy though? She did cartwheels and other girls were putting on makeup and eyeshadow and lip gloss and dresses and trying on and doing try-on hauls and stuff. Like I'm so confused. What is the difference between Kristy versus all the other girls that got cheated on for the very same thing?
So crazy how I guess I'm gonna speak for myself. It is so crazy how my ex-husband was my biggest fan until he became my biggest hater. Why is that, you ask? Because the success of my influencing career killed his ego. I'll never forget.
Ding, 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 ding. Guess who also experienced it? Me. Do you know what it's like to be in a relationship with a man and they see how you make money? They have to go clock in for 40 hours a week. I get to stay in the comfort of my home and basically do what they say is considered to be some bullshit. But I'm connecting and I'm creating a community online with women and I'm able to make a bag from it. And he still has to go into work and deal with people that he really doesn't want to deal with. And you don't think jealousy festers? And then when they see how much you're making and they see how you're able to do all of these things, then they start wanting to do it. Desmond started creating his own cooking videos, just observation. Then they think, oh, I can start off this. And you know, it's so weird because I've actually experienced this where for whatever reason, male content just does not take off the way that a woman's content does. It just doesn't. It never gets the same amount of love. It just doesn't. I feel like it's because among men, they're just not community based. Versus women, we are. Like, we stick together, we support, we show up, we buy. And when it comes to men, They may support a little bit, but they don't necessarily buy the same way that women do. So jealousy could have been a major issue. And I've experienced this. It's hard to be a content creator or an influencer and date and be in a relationship because men get so jealous. They can't handle the attention that you get. You get so much attention and then you're constantly getting praise. And you're getting so much praise that the praise that you receive in the comment section, they see it as a threat. They see the praise and they see that as a threat. So that makes them uncomfortable. And then the attention, you get all of this attention and they don't get any attention, rarely at all. Kristy could have been giving him the same amount of attention that she was giving him since the very beginning of their marriage. But because she started getting more attention outside of the marriage and relationship, and she was still giving him the same amount from her, even after she gave 2 kids, he still took an issue. It just wasn't enough because it wasn't what she was getting.
When I started making money full-time as a content creator, he would ask me like how much I'm making whatever this month, like just to make sure like I'm good and I'm making money, and the numbers would be good. Like we'd be like, wow, like, you know, he'd be so excited. It got to a point, and I'll never forget the conversation that we had sometime when we were just like talking about me having brain notes and like making sure I'm good or whatever. And I was like, yeah, well, but I'm not even gonna like tell you, because he used to always ask about the numbers. I said, well, I'm not gonna tell you anymore because I could tell like you feel the type of way. He's like, well, I wasn't even gonna ask you. That's how you know that shit was killing his ego, because my numbers compared to what he was making. He has a regular job, which is fine. That's something that he's been doing for years that he's gonna end up retiring from. It killed him that I could provide so much from sharing my makeup or doing a vlog, just being a content creator, and he would have to go to his regular job, clock in, do what he has to do every single day, the same amount of hours, and that's it. But being an influencer, you get to wake up whenever you want. You make a lot of money. You go on brand trips. You get free shit. That killed his ego, which is why he became unhappy, because he felt like he wasn't doing enough. And I feel like that's the case right now with Kristy and what's going on with her soon-to-be ex-husband now. She is the star of the show. That man is her shadow. You would think that that wouldn't even be the case because they're both full-time content creators, so you're both getting this bread. But her numbers are up. She dominates this app. Us women, we dominate this app. This is not like a man's app.
Do you really think these men are just wanting to sit in their rooms and chat like chatty patties on camera for no reason? They saw, and you got to understand that social media was woman dominated. Woman dominated through and through. We dominated the algorithm for years. And then all of a sudden, we saw an increase of men out of nowhere. Go back to when social media started. Go back to when YouTube was still new and fresh. Go back. A lot of people are reminiscing about 2016. Well, go back. During 2016, there wasn't that many men online. There wasn't. Content creators, there wasn't. Now there is. And it's for a reason. So I don't think women considered this part. She was making a shit ton of money, y'all. And easy. She was making a shit ton of money easy. I'm pretty sure like if she had sponsorship deals, they were probably like 6-figure sponsorship deals, meaning 6-figure per post. That's not even like the engagement that she's getting and how she's monetizing her engagement. That's just a sponsorship deal. And the girls that are really out here doing it and they're killing this shit, oh, it's 6 figures per post. That man is barely making, or if maybe making 6 figures per year annually from a 9-to-5 job, working 40 hours a week. She created that video. She recorded it. It may have taken her, I say, and this is me being generous, 8 hours. And that made her 6 figures. And that's from the time she recorded it, the editing process, and then maybe engaging with her fans online. And she made 6 figures. And he has to clock in and work hard. And there's nothing that she can do about it. I mean, do you think Kristy knew she was going to blow up when she started posting her content? She didn't know she was going to blow up like that.
Okay, this is for the girls. I've been seeing that they've been together since 14, or they've been together for 14 years, and maybe it's both. It's like you guys have everything. You have it all. What else do you want? And that's the same thing for my situation. Like, we had it all. You have it all. You have an amazing wife. She has an amazing career. She takes care of the kids. She takes care of herself. We have a car. We were looking to move and get into a bigger apartment. What else do you want? What else are you looking for out there? Kristy's man, or Kristy's ex-man, he's going to realize the hard way that he had it all. Because I'm speaking from experience, there's absolutely nothing out there for him.
And one thing I noticed about men is sometimes their ego distorts what they're seeing. Like, they can't see things truthfully. They see things through their ego. And when they see things through their ego, it's like seeing things distortedly. So it's like you're not seeing things clearly. And I feel like Desmond right now is in his ego. Everything is ego with him right now. But when he starts to seeing the truth outside of his ego, he will realize he really fucked up. And I think deep down he's kind of realizing it, but I don't think he understands how severe it is yet.
Now he will never have what he had ever.
Ever.
At a grown-ass age where people are now wanting to...
And I feel bad for any woman that gets with him, because now she's going to always be compared to Kristy. Always. Always, always, always. It's always any woman. I would hate to see the next woman, because I'm like, girl, you're going to have to live up to that. And Chris living up to what Kristy did and everything that she provided, girl, good luck. Good luck. Because I'm telling you, nothing is ever going to be good enough, because he had that and he allowed his ego to lose it all. Yeah. You're going to have to live up to him seeking you out as a replacement, but replacing you for what he had. And that's going to be hard to live up to.
Settle down, create families, and reach their goals. And now you want to go out and play?
No, I don't think it's not about him being publicly with her or anything. It's just him being in a relationship with her. It's not about, to basically have another public relationship. I don't think he's going to have a public relationship, but who knows? Hell, I don't like speaking for men too much, because when you speak for men, they embarrass you. So he could, but I don't think that's the headspace he's in. Like, oh, let me get into another public relationship, or one day he will be in another public relationship. I would hope he would never want to be in another public relationship, because this is a mess, right? But no, I'm just speaking in terms of just him being in a relationship. That woman is always going to be measured to his ex-wife.
You had it all. This man is going to keep getting older, and he's just going to still keep playing games, and then when he's ready to settle down again, fuck that. That's not happening. It'll never happen for him the same way ever again. Men are so corny. And then I seen this bum-ass statement that he made with Kristy, the mother of my children. She'll always come first. She didn't come first when he was out there fucking. I'm still going to remain like an active parent. Yeah, no shit. That doesn't even matter anymore. You just ruined your kid's future. Of course he's gonna say that, but that's not the same. That's not the same as having mom and daddy at home. Now the poor kids need to go to separate households because daddy want to be out here being a piece of shit. It mind boggles me that men think that them still being active and present in a child's life thinks that they think that just makes everything okay. It doesn't.
Then I wasn't done with the red flags. Another red flag, right? That women. I'm so mad at women right now. So not only did he not file, even though he wanted out of the relationship, and this is why I say when it comes to a man, he is always the solutions to his own problems. But when it's a woman, sometimes you can't always be the solutions to your own problems. So he didn't file. She had to, right? And the same night that he was caught kissing this woman, he liked her Instagram photo, right? This probably the same night all of this happened. And what did he do? He didn't file for divorce, but wanted out of the relationship. And who had the kids? Who had the kids? Where are the kids? Exactly. That's why I'm saying women look so stupid right now. Were your kids too much? You were sick and tired of her. Where are your children? And that's the thing. He didn't just abandon her. He abandoned his kids too. But y'all don't see it like that. He didn't just cheat on her. He cheated on his family. So you wanted out of the relationship because you were sick of her. And Kristy's with the kids. But where are you? Crazy. I just can't believe that. Can't believe that. So how is Kristy supposed to be the solution to the fact that this man, technically, it looks like he wants to live a very single life, bachelor life? I wonder if he's going to showcase the boys' rooms in his new place. Where are the kids' rooms? Just the kitchen? Do you think they got a room? Crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Just ruins and changes entire life because you wanted to get your dick wet. On top of that, now his career will never be the same. Just like CEOs get fired from their jobs because the head boss, their bigger boss, finds out about their infidelity, their cheating, and now they get fired. You cannot do business with a cheater. His likeliness is done. He won't have brain deals. I'm not saying forever, but he's done for right now. The karma that is coming for this man.
Girl.
He is not ready.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to just sit back and watch. But I'm sorry, but the apartment he chose, it didn't really give kid friendly. At all. At all. He didn't consider them kids at all. That man got 2 kids. Why y'all not talking about that? Okay, you're going through a separation with your wife. You're still a father, though. And that's the thing that, like, kills me. It's like a man could literally show you his true character. But women literally have to be told verbatim who the man is, even though his actions are telling you who he is. That apartment, that high rise wasn't giving kid friendly. And I'm going to tell you right now, as someone that lives in a high rises are not for kids. They're not. The only time I see kids in this building is when it's the holidays. And it's typically kids visiting their aunt or uncle. Or they're staying here for the summer to live or stay with aunt and uncle or something like that. That high rise did not give kid friendly. It didn't give, I'm thinking about my kids. Even though I don't want to be in this marriage with my wife, I'm still a father though. So I need to choose a home for my 2 boys. That high rise was not giving that. How did that go over women's heads? I don't get it. How did that go over women's heads?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but Desmond's job with their content was to come online and look annoying.
And that's why he wanted a single life. He didn't want to be a family man. He didn't want to be a married man. He chose a high rise because he wants a bachelor style lifestyle. Everyone knows that a high rise is not for kids, y'all. They have nowhere to really run and play and do what they want to do. They just don't. And then it looks like he's in downtown Houston. I'm in downtown Houston. They don't have yards and they don't even really have parks for real. If he would have got a place in the Heights, okay, that's a little more kid friendly. But to get a high rise in the city, you don't want your kids there. And if they come in to visit, not to stay with dad. It's just crazy to me. It's so crazy people can't read in between the lines.
and surprised and shocked in the, oh, Lucy, whatever, dynamic with their content. That's what they were doing. Kristy's job was to come on and do backflips and wear costumes and do all of these crazy things because that's what drew in the viewers. It's literally planned, recorded, edited, and then posted content. So for y'all to then try to go draw conclusions off of this highly edited content.
Crazy.
Right? Off of them doing things where you see that tripod, they see the tripod in the corner. They know that they are literally working right now. And y'all are trying to say some determination of their relationship, of their marriage. You sound crazy. If you could come online and do said backflips, or your spouse do said backflips, and y'all end up in a mansion because of it, you'd be doing that every day.
Every day.
There's no reason to try to assume that, oh my gosh, he was really poor him. He, I bet he was just so annoyed. I bet he was just There's no reason to think that.
So I really want to ask the ladies, were the kids too much too? Because it gives that. It doesn't seem like Kristy was too much. It seemed like them kids was too damn much too. Because how you move into a high rise and you don't even think about your kids?
Because you don't know that. He's making content just like she is. He's in the big house just like she is. He's in the designer.
Of course my light keepers have some sense. Okay? My light keepers are enlightened. Of course they do. I'm rarely ever at this point. I feel like I'm rarely talking to y'all. For real. It's them other ones. I don't even know what to call them yet. I got to find something. I'm going to try to find something a little nicer than bird. But my light keepers are enlightened. No, it ain't y'all. You don't think I know the difference? Girl, it's like, it's just crazy to me. It's insane. I don't know what else to say.
Clothes, I'm sure they have nice cars, they go on nice vacations, and I'm sure they know that their work gets them that. And his work is literally looking annoyed.
Not white.
It's okay not to know things. Y'all don't know anything about their relationship because honestly, when you look back at it, they didn't show anything about their relationship. Everything was highly produced content. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes when you don't know things, you don't make statements because you don't know what you're talking about.
See, I think I would feel a little bit differently if he would have chose a kid-friendly place, but he didn't. So that to me speaks volumes. Like, that says a lot about his character, but women are going to overlook that. And then these will be the same women that are like, I was being boozled. He manipulated me. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see the red flags. It's crazy. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't know what else to say. That's the reason why I feel like Desmond is full of shit. You heard it here first. He's full of fucking shit. Okay, he may have y'all fooled with this video that he made, even though he was on camera and he knew he was on camera, and he in his kitchen like, oh, I finally have peace. I ain't got them damn kids. I ain't got no wife. I got this bachelor pad. I got this kitchen. He's full of shit. Period. So, I'm not buying it. I feel like some of y'all are just blinded by his beard or something. I don't know.
To start a cooking show so that women can support every decision I make on the internet.
Why is it so low?
His new kitchen, and there's nothing but women in his
Can y'all hear it? I don't know. I wanted to play that because he was basically saying all it takes is a light-skinned nigga to get in the kitchen and cook for women, for y'all to be so forgiving of his cheating. With a beard. He got a better lineup too, I guess. Let me see. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
show so that women can support every decision I make on the internet. Desmond is showing off his new kitchen, and there's nothing but women in his comments. Some of them were even saying that they're so proud of him. This man cheated on his wife, and you proud of him? Excuse me? I learned that as long as you can saute an onion or drizzle some vinaigrette on some bullshit, you get to cheat in peace. And yes, I agree with everything Desmond did, because like I said before, I can't stand his wife. But I know if I even criticize a woman over the internet, I'm gonna have somebody in my comments saying, mind your raggedy ass business. You don't have to be loyal anymore.
The volume is low. Y'all can't hear?
Have to be flavorful. If you start seeing me chop onions or baking some chicken online, just know that I want to do what I want to do and have women on my side no matter what. These girls don't care what he's doing.
Let me rewind. And y'all know I like a quarter zip cashmere sweater type of man. But girl, you can't manipulate me with that shit. That he dresses in the way that I'm always talking about, right? And the girls get mad at me, Yoni, you always use a white man. Well, I'm sorry. There's a lot of black men out here that want to dress well into their 30s and 40s and 50s like they still a rapper. So there's not that many examples. But unfortunately, he's an example. I like men that dress like this. But still, I'm not blinded by his bullshit. I'm not blinded by the fact that this man is full of shit. He full of shit.
Women on my side no matter what. These girls don't care what he's doing as long as he's cooking some shit. Even when he put out that statement explaining his whole situation, there were some girls saying, anyways, when are you gonna start cooking again, babe?
He's being sarcastic. That's why I wanted to use this video, but I didn't know it was that low. I would have fixed that. Okay, let's move on to Cam Newton. Cam Newton. We are back here again. I can't believe the girls felt like I was defending him. Me? Defend Cam? Crazy.
Cam Newton need to hang that weak ass shit up. But then you can't tell them that shit because they really think, yeah, I'm getting them going, so that must mean I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? They talking about you, they mean you doing something right. Boy, shut the fuck up. You sitting up there telling people.
I remember when I said in my Natalie Nunn video, I said Natalie makes him look smart. That wasn't a compliment. But I said Natalie makes him look smart, and that says a lot because Cam is not that smart. He's an expertise in his field of football. Okay, it takes intelligence to get to the level of NFL. It does. I looked into it. I researched because I'm like, but outside of the arena, he's not that smart. I'm sorry. He's not that smart. You can tell he gets a lot of help. You can tell. And he has a lot of enablers around him. He is the stereotype of being a dumb jock. That's all. And I told the girls, I said, if he were to get in front of a woman that is educated and intelligent, he would not be able to hold his own. I literally said that. Not even that long ago. I literally said it like a few weeks ago. It hasn't even been that long. I'm only talking about it at this point because I told you so. I'm doing that this year. I told you so. And you said, Yoni, you're defending him. You're defending. Cam is not that smart. He's a male baddie at best. And then I also said that to humble Cam, he has to be attracted to you. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? So Lady London humbled him eloquently. She humbled him intellectually. Let me see. Hold on. Let's go. Oh, his whole philosophy, and she was just like, "Are you for real?"
I hate.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go. And then she did it with femininity and grace. Ugh.
When I see two people wearing the same pieces,
Okay.
whether the same shoes, whether the same shirt, whether the same hat, whether the same glasses. I never was a fan of following trends. I was the guy that was setting his own trail. Like, if everybody rocking J's, man, I'm rocking Forces. Okay, everybody rocking Forces, I'm gonna rock the Reebok Soldiers. If everybody rocking the Reebok Soldiers, I'm gonna go with the New Balances, or the Sauconys, or the Chuck Taylors, or just the hard bottoms. I'm in this phase, now I said it today on my Snapchat, it's like, yo, I'm in a hard shoe era for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether they're loafers, whether they're something, because I'm a businessman, and I do not play about my empire. I really don't. And if it comes in question where a person, place, or thing, that's a noun, challenges that, then I gotta Control-Alt-Delete myself.
Got it.
From the...
He's trying to impress her. It never gave in Natalie's interview that he was trying to impress her. You can't humble someone that is not impressed by you. Sorry. They look at you like you're beneath them. So it's hard to humble them. But when it comes to Lady London, he's attracted to her. He sees her as a challenge. Natalie wasn't a challenge for him because first, he wasn't attracted to her, but also she just wasn't that smart. She wasn't intellectual. She was just loud and obnoxious. Sorry. But he's trying to impress her. That means he looks up to her. He's like, I have to get her. He has her on a pedestal. Natalie, maybe he saw her eye to eye, gum off the bottom of his shoe at best. But Lady London, he's looking up and he's trying to match her and he's trying to mirror her. And that's his game with a lot of women. He tries to mirror back how they show up and how they behave as a form of manipulation or a way to manipulate them. And Lady London is sitting there like, just act normal. Just be cool. She made him nervous.
That situation. I'm really giving you so much wordplay here. Like, I don't know. Hopefully the person can appreciate that. Like, but today, yeah. I think fashion to me too is a way of self-expression.
Okay.
And you know how you got friends or you got people that consider themselves like fashionistas or like be like, yo, but you only got one look.
Yeah.
Like you only a fashion person because you got labels on.
Yeah.
Okay, you're only a fashion person because you got urban wear. Okay, you're a fashion person because you just always look good in a suit. And even though that may be cool, with me, if I want to rock a suit, I'm going to rock it down. Okay. Like 3-piece. You know what I'm saying? Watch chain, lapel pin, pocket square.
Right. That is matching. That is matching.
Everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I want to go urban, I can do that. If I want to go preppy, I've shown that. If I want to wear jerseys, I can do that too. I just want people to not be able to like, man, he don't. No, that's not me.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, word.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the in because
there's no in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sure word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
NCLECTA.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry.
Just kidding. And I'm starting to feel bad for Jasmine, y'all. Yep, I am. I'm starting to feel bad for Jasmine. I know, she got herself in this situation, and some of us, we can agree that she signed up for it, but I don't think she knew what she was getting herself into, because this shows the level of ego stroking she has to do. It's extreme. Like, damn. The level. Faking it in the bedroom is not enough for him. She has to go to the extreme. Like, this man can be dead ass wrong, and she got to be like, oh, babe, yeah. Babe, you're right. Oh, yeah, babe, you're right. She doesn't correct him. She's just like, yeah, babe. The level of ego stroking she has to do on a day-to-day basis while raising kids. I think it's 2 under 2. Damn. That's a lot of ego stroking she got to do. Woo. And she got to make herself really, 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 really small and tiny, because he's not that smart. I mean, she has to be a chia seed in his world. Go look at a chia seed. She got to be that size to fit into his world because of his ego. That's all this told me. That's all it said. I'm like, damn, Jasmine, this is a lot.
Am I right? Okay. Respectful.
You see where I was going?
Yeah. Okay. Great.
And for Lady London, for Miss London, she picks and she chooses her battles. So she just played into his game. She's mirroring him. And he's fighting to try to mirror her, but he can't because she's intelligent. And what did Natalie do? I'm sorry. I need someone to unpack. What did Natalie do? Natalie was entertaining. But this was a humbling experience for him. Because he likes her. And he wants to impress her. But he's failing to do so because he just doesn't have the intellectual range.
Yeah.
I know there's a new word. We got to hit up Webster.
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford? Nobody?
No, why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, but you just use people that don't have Thanksgiving morals that I have.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right.
This is crazy.
Okay. I'm picking up what you put down.
Please, because I'm crushing it right now.
Are you?
Webster and Oxford, they don't eat what I eat in Thanksgiving. That smell ain't the same. They may be around cousins and aunties, but they feeling.
And knowing Kim and how delusional he is, he thinks that he was smooth with it. He couldn't just be man enough to be like, you know what, I got that wrong. And I honestly think that if he would have allowed her to correct him, I think Lady London would have actually been impressed by that. Like, whoa, Kim is allowing me to correct him? But he didn't. He actually fumbled. He actually fumbled a moment to impress her by allowing her to correct him, but he fumbled. But he thinks, because he's delusional, that he's being smooth. This is embarrassing. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is embarrassing. But he thinks he's being smooth.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Let's talk about education.
Let's not.
Is that a secret weapon for you? Or is that something that you...
And see, he's trying to get in her head. He's trying to study her, learn her, and see what angle he can take so that he can impress her. How he can get her to want or to desire him. And it's just not working because she's just too smart. She's read him down already. So he's like, is that like a secret education being a secret weapon? Education? Sir, ask yourself that question. And then it makes me wonder, do men really think that we women use education as a weapon because you feel inadequate? You feel dumb? You feel like you don't measure up, so you think us being educated is a weapon? And you know what's crazy? I think men's incompetence, their intentional incompetence is a weapon. And then you see my education as a weapon? Okay.
are forced to kind of shun. And I can explain both.
No, I embrace everything that is
so
a part
backwards.
of me. I will never shun any parts of me, and that may be my downfall. Much like yourself, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Not downfall, but you know, like just the.
Let's rewind that, because I need y'all to hear. Remember, I said she's reading him, but he's having a hard time reading her, which is why he asked, do you use your education as a weapon? But did you hear what she said in response? Let me slow it back down.
Let's talk about education.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a secret weapon for you? Or is that something that you are forced to kind of shun? And I can explain both.
No, I embrace everything that is a part of me. I will never shun any parts of me, and that may be my downfall. Much like yourself, I'm sure.
Mm.
I love smart women. I love y'all so much. I love y'all down. I really do, because he didn't even catch the shade. He's so damn stupid. He's so damn slow. He didn't even catch the shade. And I caught it immediately. Much like yourself. That shit was funny. I'm just like, no. Somebody said it's CT. No, it's not CTE. No, this is his ego. Sorry. The shade, he didn't even catch it.
Not downfall, but you know, like just it is what it is. I'm proud of my education. It's a big thing for me. It's a big thing for my family. And it'll be a big thing for the family that I create as well. It's just, I think our goal as a people is to educate and to be educated. And it doesn't always have to be related to college or actually collegiate education. I don't think education goes hand in hand with schooling. Because what I've learned in my environment has definitely gave me better tools to navigate my life rather than school. But I think the more you know, the more you can navigate, and the better off you are.
What did you study?
In undergrad, I studied sports medicine and chemistry, double major. And in grad school, I did global medicine with a concentration.
Grad school was Cal? What was it?
USC.
You smart.
Yeah. I might say. A little bit of niggatry though too.
Oh, I'm saying, hello.
Yeah. Balance, equilibrium.
You have that's. I was gonna use 2 letters, but I'm gonna let you be that balance gotta be chemically balanced.
Mm-hmm. This guy. Okay. I'm here. I'm with you.
But that's how, when I was listening to you, it's just like, hold on, rewind that. I see what you did with that word. It did like that. Hello, touche, USC, fight on, HU, you know.
Right. You know all my lingo.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, where'd you go to school?
Huh?
Where'd you go to school?
Hard Knocks.
Same. But where else?
You know what I'm saying? I went to Blaine College. I got my associate's degree
Okay.
in horticulture. Not a lot of people know that. Horticulture is the study of plants. And this is not a person that, the first thing they look at a dude, be like, Rastafari, he smokes weed. I've never smoked weed a day in my life. I grew up with my father, and my father had a landscaping business that we were always around plants, sod, shrubs, flowers, and things like that. And I was interested.
Y'all really need me to rewind it? Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Let me see. Hold on, let me go back just a little bit. I think it was right here.
Cal, where was it?
USC.
You smart.
Yeah.
That's all he could say. That's crazy.
I think our goal as a people is to educate and to be educated. And it doesn't always have to be related to college.
Cal, where was it?
He said, what was it?
It have to be related to college or actually collegiate education. I don't think education goes hand in hand with schooling, because what I've learned in my environment has definitely gave me better tools to navigate my life rather than school. But I think the more you know, the more you can navigate, and the better off you are.
What did you study?
In undergrad, I studied sports medicine and chemistry, double major. And in grad school, I did global medicine with a concentration.
Grad school was Cal? Where was it?
USC.
You smart.
Yeah. Some might say.
Smart.
A little bit of niggatry though too.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Balance, equilibrium.
You had that. I was gonna use 2 letters, but I'm gonna let you be that balance gotta be chemically balanced.
This guy. Okay. I'm here. I'm with you.
But that's how, when I was listening to you, it's just like, hold on, rewind that. I see what you did with that word. It did like that. Hello, touche, USC, fight on, HU, you know.
Right. You know all my lingo.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, where'd you go to school?
Huh?
Where'd you go to school?
Hard Knocks.
Same. But where else?
You know what I'm saying? I went to Blaine College.
He acting like a schoolgirl. Hard Knocks.
Got my associate's degree in horticulture. Not a lot of people know that. Horticulture is the study of plants. And this is not a person that, the first thing they look at a dude, be like, Rastafari, he smokes weed. I've never smoked weed a day in my life. I grew up with my father.
You should've.
My father had a landscaping business that we were always around plants, sod, shrubs, flowers, and things like that. And I was interested to kind of like, first off, how can I graduate fast? And they gave me a list, and I was like, oh, horticulture, boom. So I got that. In order for us to have transferred from junior college, you would have needed to graduate. So I graduated with horticulture, went to Auburn University. Well, first I went to Florida, but didn't get no degree from there. Went to Blaine, got my degree, associate's degree. Now at Auburn, I went to the league first. And if it wasn't for my coach, Mike Shula, I would have never got my degree. Because not that I was in denial or not that I was even needed a degree, he just put so much perspective on finish what you started. And I didn't have a lot of credits left. So therefore, I had more money than everybody in my class, still going to class. And I appreciate myself for going back because I now had a newfound respect for education. That experience was something that was extremely needed for my life because I saw it doublefold, right? As a student athlete and just as a regular student, and how much time that I had on my hand to devote to learning. And I graduated with my sociology degree, and that's the study of people. So when people like see Funky Friday and they be like, why can't I be saying this or what be happening? I really be enjoying having conversations with people because I don't judge. I just ask the question to better understand what makes you tick. While studying sociology, I took a couple psychology classes too, which was very intriguing. Also religion classes too. But Miss Lady London, we keep getting sidetracked by me because I can talk.
You see how he says Miss? Natalie was Natalie. He said Miss. And yes, it matters. Yes, it matters. Miss, that means he has you on a pedestal.
Oh, it's just naturally.
That's fine. Let's share the interview. No worries.
This is what I do want to know. Because similar to your
it's very
trajectory
different
of education, a lot of people don't talk about this battle. And I've had this conversation with my older brother or my younger brother.
Okay, let me see.
The HBCU experience versus, have you dated regulars or these are the people that?
What is regulars?
Okay, in simplistic surface level talk, a regular is a person that does not have a blue check.
You know they can be paid for now.
I understand that.
Oh.
But a blue check with 3,000 followers, that's like an oxymoron. It's like, we know you paid for it, but
I don't know. There's blue checks with 200,000 followers that were paid for.
that's cool. But understand.
You mean like a Wikipedia? Because that's probably a better thing to say. We can go with that.
Thank you.
Okay. I've had the displeasure of being on both sides of the side.
What's
of
the
it.
gift and the curse?
The gift in dating someone with the Wikipedia is that they understand the load that you carry as a public figure, and they can relate to your day-to-day more than you. They can understand schedules. They can understand how, there's twists and turns that come with the day. There's travel things that may put imprints on our relationship or dents in our spaces.
Look how he is. Do you see this? Remember my Natalie video where I said he checked out? The women are like, oh, he got humble. He got humble. You can't humble someone that withdrew their energy. You can't humble someone that just detached. They're not engaging with you anymore energetically. They may be speaking a little bit, saying, words here and there. This man is. Are y'all seeing the difference? I need the girls to understand the difference. Look at him. Look at him. This is insane. And I need the girls to understand that this is what femininity does. This is what it does. This is the power that you carry if you just tap in, sis. Don't be acting like Natalie. But she has full control of the room. Are you not aware of that? Natalie didn't have control of that room. She did not. She was all over the place. She has his undivided attention. It's crazy. That's why I'm like, the energy is just so insane. It's so different.
The cons is they have access to just too much at too much time. It's just too much increase in flow. I think the pros of dating someone that does not have a Wikipedia is just the luxury of them being there for you. The cons, I don't know. It's a lot. It's loaded. But definitely.
Do you have a preference?
No, not necessarily. I like people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Do you think you're intimidating?
I think people could be intimidated. I don't think I'm intimidated necessarily, though.
Explain.
It's not my...
And he keeps asking her these questions because he's intimidated by her
job to disarm men. I think fear is a social construct. I think if you are fearful or intimidated by me, that's something to unpack within yourself.
Ooh.
But
she reading him down, and then it's the tone. She's directing it towards him. And he's listening. He's taking it, ladies. And this is towards the end of the podcast, too. The way she humbled him there. That was a humbling experience for him just now.
I understand it. I get it.
You understand where I'm...
Yeah, sure.
Are you dating?
Yeah.
Right. So for that, is there a desire how you would like, or a preference for your counterpart to pursue you?
I think just approaching with a genuine spirit, and a certain confidence that isn't overshadowed by ego. I think people sometimes pair.
Did y'all catch the shade? It's like I gotta pause it every single time. The way she just slips in the shade. Slips it in. But because she wasn't loud and obnoxious, people are like, this interview was so boring. Natalie humbled him. Did you not? You didn't catch it? It went over your head? It said, over the head, girl. And that's what I said in my Natalie Nunn video. A lot of the stuff that went on in that interview, over the head. She just shaded this man. She came for his ego. Hold on, let me rewind it. Just a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Are you dating?
Yeah.
Right. So for that, is there a desire how you would like, or a preference for your counterpart to pursue you?
I think just approaching with a genuine spirit, and a certain confidence that isn't overshadowed by ego. I think people sometimes pair the two, where it's like, no, I'm not egotistical, I'm confident. Why'd you smirk?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Because she reading you, that's why. She reading you, Cam, and it's making you uncomfortable, but you are attracted to her, so you just can't look away. You can't withdraw, you can't detach.
Well, that's what I find a lot of the times. I think a calm spirit, somebody with mystique, but a confidence and a gentleness to them would be probably the best approach.
What's a non-negotiable while dating? Of the person that you're dating?
You have to be able to be called in an emergency situation and handle what needs to be handled. And a non-negotiable for me is, please do exactly what you say you were gonna do, and be exactly who you said you were when you met me. An absolute non-negotiable. Has to happen.
How do you hold that person accountable though? And has that led to relationships expiring?
I think so. It also has.
That's all this is about. He is asking her all of these questions because he wants to see if he can have a chance with her. And I'm like, Jasmine, do you be sitting back and watching these interviews? I wonder, does Jasmine sit up and watch this type of stuff? Because I'm just like, it's almost like he's recruiting on his platform when it comes to some of the women that he interviews.
As it relates to relationships persevering as well. Because sometimes people will show you their whole hand at the gate. They'll tell you, like, I'm really not great with communication. I'm really not great here, but I'm working on it. That's something I can work with.
Yep.
I can work with the disclosure, and then we get better in time. What I can't do is somebody masking or what they call love bombing or gaslighting or something that's just not transparent in the forefront, but it shows up later. Not really into that. But I definitely seen it be the decline of our relationship before. And I don't I don't stick around to be disrespected much. So, yeah.
Say this. One of my last questions that I want to kind of talk about is just the state of females in rap, right? And Cardi and Nicki have been going back and forth on social media. I mean, you have to be probably living up under a rock. The state of this commodity of hip hop, being a talent like yourself, how do you navigate through when you see certain things that's going on right now?
I literally just found out about that in my last interview today, so I have no idea what's even going on with them. But I mean, I don't concern myself with things that don't concern me. I navigate my own space. I'm trying to get my own way into this game, so I really don't get into other people's stuff.
Which leads me to this. Does women really support women?
I think so. I think I've gotten an outpour of support from my women counterparts in rap. Okay. Outpour. I think not everybody gets along, you know? I think a lot of people do and some people don't.
Now, I'm gonna go back to a question. What's your intuition about me?
I think you are like an onion. I think you are very layered, and there are certain nuances and complexities to you that maybe you even haven't discovered yet. But it is coated by a shell of a multitude of things. There's bravado, there's ego, there is a lightheartedness as well. There is a love for community. And
a love for attention.
I think it is a mask in a way as well too, for something else that's a lot more gentle than you want to admit or willing to express outwardly. I don't know. Though that's my overall observation. Cool. With some niggatry, as always.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
Sometimes you gotta play the fool to the fool to make that fool think that you the fool.
Oh.
But in reality.
Stop! This is ridiculous. I can't take it anymore.
It's not cool to be a loser. Go to school, graduate, get your own. Because when it all said and done, they can say whatever they want to say about.
It's too much.
Data.
You know, my mentor used to tell me never.
She funny. Hold on, let me go back. This was funny.
A multitude of things. There's bravado. There's more admit or willing to express
to the fool to make that fool think that you the fool.
Oh.
Oh. When I tell you, I am screaming, y'all. Oh my God. She was clowning him. And he was just, it's hilarious.
But in reality, they the fool.
You know, my mentor used to tell me never argue with a bum in the street, because to a person from a distance, they don't know the difference.
Jay-Z said that. As we end things here on fucking Friday, man, it was a lot of verbal sparring that, like, you just had to know to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate your time, Miss Lady London.
Absolutely. And my mentor is DJ Clark Kent, who was right hand to Jay-Z, so I'm sure there was something in that.
Is that grammatically correct, Miss Lady London, or just Lady London?
I like the miss. Be a Southern gentleman about it. I appreciate it.
At all times. Now, how do we find a way to put an R in that mess?
Oh, no.
So you just... When I look back at this, bro, I would be like, bro, I was really on one of it. It must be this espresso. Espresso, not espresso, since you want it. As we end things here, Funky Friday, ladies and gentlemen. When I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
Let's try this one more time. Since it was so melodic. Melodoic?
Melancholy.
Melancholy. Since it was so melancholy, like, this is where that niggatry wants to come out.
This is too much.
Let's do it.
When I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
There we go. Okay, it's going to look similar to this. We're going to use that camera, then we're going to go to that camera, then we're going to finish with that camera. We're going to one finger, one pinky, one thumb, all together.
One love. We got this.
Like, you so chill, so vibey, frequency. You slick a mind reader, though. When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
Here we go. One hand out, one finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together?
One love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss London, don't forget the lady.
Don't ever.
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 Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
This is too much. That was a lot. How do... Let's move on. That was a lot. Oh, girl, that was a lot. I'm flabbergasted. And then here's Jasmine.
How much longer do you think?
Huh?
How much longer do you think?
A lifetime.
You trying to flirt? You trying to get in my good graces?
See me today.
And tell them that I'm not allowed to go to a Chris Brown concert. An extra concert?
I'm the only person that's gonna be dishing out chairs for you.
You ain't dish out a chair yet?
I can dance like Breeze.
You can.
May not be Breeze, it's gonna be crazy.
Dang, the one that got away. I don't think I had one. I know that I've been that for somebody, for sure. Been the one that got away.
Hold on, say that.
I said I don't think I have one. Like, I don't.
Somebody got away?
No, I don't have one. I don't have a one that got away, but I know that I have been somebody's one that got away. Why, are you crazy, dude? Please. You know, first of all, you know how I am, you know how I get down. You know that how I'm lying. I'm the one who got, I'm the one that got away from somebody.
Yeah, and then somebody got away from you.
Who got away from me? Oh.
He do not like her. He do not like... Ladies, when men get mean... Do I need to say the rest? When men get mean... Look at his face. When men get mean. Oh my gosh. Just know when men get mean, girl, leave. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
I have one. I know that I've been that for somebody, for sure. Been the one that got away.
Hold on, say that.
I said I don't think I have one. Like, I don't.
Somebody got away?
No, I don't have one. I don't have a one that got away, but I know that I have been somebody's one that got away. Why, are you crazy, dude? Please. You know, first of all, you know how I am, you know how I get down. You know that how I'm lying. I'm the one who got,
You know what's sad? She knows her worth and her value, right? According to, you know how I get down, you know what I do, you know how I get down, But he doesn't see value in the things that she does. The scratching of the back. I pack his bags. You know, he don't give a fuck about that. That's basically what he's saying. Like, the one that got away. How you get down? Girl, and you still cooking, cleaning, and taking care of his other kids? I don't know how many kids. I don't know how many it is. That's crazy. So he doesn't even appreciate what she does. He doesn't appreciate her. He doesn't value her. And if he saw the value in her, then he would be in agreement with what she's saying. Not threatened by it or irritated by it. It's just crazy to me.
The one that got away from somebody.
Yeah, and then somebody got away from you.
Who got away from me? Oh.
Tough. It's tough out here. Okay, let's move on to Anton. Let's go to Anton, because this was crazy too. Did y'all see this? Hold on, let me see. Where is it at? Did y'all see this?
Me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody. Yes, you are. You suck the dick of these people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, what you do.
No, let me tell you something. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, I don't suck dick. Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it right now.
Believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same thing you give me.
Let's switch. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, oh, you know.
What I'm witnessing are two men, overweight and out of shape. Overweight, out of shape, over emotional, getting into it. That's all I'm saying. Overly emotional. Because this is what women do. Women do this type of stuff. Overly emotional, overweight, out of shape, about to be out of breath. I just, let's continue.
Hey, homie, I tell you what. Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
Yeah, I thought when people yell out, I'm from Detroit, I thought it was supposed to be bop, 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 bop. I thought like bop, bop, bop was supposed to follow after you say, I'm from Detroit, then bop, 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 bop. I thought that's why people call out Detroit. That's what I've seen. All of a sudden, you start hearing stuff move around. You start hearing people scuffle, right? He said, I'm from Detroit. I've never seen this before.
Dance around it.
No. Yo, you say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, oh, you know. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
Right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no.
This is crazy. And this is what the men are talking about. This is what and I've seen the most craziest takes when it comes to this situation. The most craziest takes. I'm like, honestly, if anything, it was a truce. Neither of them wanted to fight. Neither of them. And then the men that are saying, oh, Anton won. How? That man came to the podcast with security. He big and bad. He can hold his own. Why are you coming to his podcast with security? It's easy to be like, let's take it outside. And your security is outside. This man took a flight to LA, I'm assuming, with security. That's what he did. So he was scared before he got there. Why is that going over so many people's heads? That's what I'm not understanding. Why is that going over people's heads? You called up and made sure you had security with you before you even got there?
We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture. Because y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey and act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we needed, was a nerd ass nigga from Detroit to come in.
Any Detroit people in here, I need to talk to y'all, because he making y'all look bad. Okay? He making y'all look bad. Any Detroit people in here? I mean, he keep, like, using Detroit as, like, this thing. Like, I don't understand. Any Detroit people in here? Because I have never seen Detroit. Whenever somebody says, I'm from Detroit, hands is being thrown. I've never seen someone say, I'm from Detroit, and then there's no hands being thrown. Is he really from Detroit? I wonder it, because I feel like he's giving y'all a bad reputation. I have never in my life, I swear, y'all, anytime I've seen people say, I'm from Detroit, they throwing hands immediately. There's no delay. It's instant. It's literally instant. So anybody from Detroit, because I'm like, I've never seen this before. That's the whole reason why people, the saying is, I'm from Detroit, is because typically you about to get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? But he didn't even throw hands.
And say, yep.
This is crazy.
I see where the weakness is at. Because guess what? If God is with me, and I keep telling y'all that, I know y'all don't believe it. I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck, and I take orders from nobody. The only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got. I hate what you stand for. I hate what you represent. I hate everything about you. Because you are horrible. You horrible for our people. You horrible for our culture. You actually degrade us. You make us look stupid. You're ignorant, you're uneducated, and you a straight up nigga. And we don't like you niggas no more. You niggas.
It really do be giving self-hate. But I told y'all about Anton. I don't know how long. It's been years. It's been a minute. So to see him where he is today, it's not shocking for me. But this is what I want to show y'all. This is the man that was gonna beat Corey's ass. And to be honest, I don't know. Like I don't really know who would have won the fight. I know it's two men that are out of shape. So it's really a toss of a coin. They both out of shape. This is the man that was gonna beat his ass. I mean, at best, it would have been. It would have been a lot of breathing, trying to catch their breath. They out of shape. When you think the last time Anton been to the gym? When's the last time he's bench pressed anything? I like, for real. That's why I'm like, I'm seeing the men slurp him virtually online, and I'm just like, Are we looking, because it's easy to talk tough, it's so easy, and it's easy to talk tough when the cameras are on and lawsuits can happen, or a person can lose their job or lose their platform or lose their sponsorships and things like that. It's easy to act tough when you got all that lined up and then you got your security there. It's easy to talk tough like that. But realistically, I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And I was shocked. He's such a conservative. I'm shocked to see that his wife has blue hair. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is very shocking for me.
Played out. We off y'all. We're off you. We off y'all. We're no longer interested in uneducated baby daddies. Fuck you niggas. We're no longer interested in the uneducated, ignorant representation of us, somehow, some way, being able to determine how we're supposed to move as a culture.
And it's crazy because Anton wasn't always like this. I remember when I first came across Anton's content, I think it was on Instagram. He was a family man. He was married to a black woman. And it seemed like he was really about the betterment of black people and black folks. But then he realized that doesn't pay well. I've seen how he does business with other people, how he brings them in and he uses them. He uses them as a footstool so that he can elevate. And then when he doesn't need them anymore, he tosses them to the side. He uses their energy, their ideas, their creativity. And then once he doesn't need them anymore, he just gets rid of them. So to see him go from like this black family man to where he is today, it's sad, actually. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. Y'all know I don't like Corey. I don't. He is a baby daddy. He is. He's a baby daddy. Nothing really to speak on when it comes to him. But I'm actually disappointed to see where Anton is and where he's headed. Because I feel like he's playing a very dangerous game. He's playing a very, very dangerous game. Because now you're putting a target on your back talking tough like this online in your hotel room. And then you're still talking tough online in your hotel room because you still have your security with you.
Fuck you niggas. Fuck everything about what you stand for, what you want, nigga. Tell the jokes and go home. But we not taking no more advice as a culture from people that do not have our best interests at heart. Your life is not a reflection of what we should be talking about.
And I really want to know, do y'all think Anton has the best interests of black people in the black community? I don't think so. I think he's all about self-interest. I think he's all about himself. I don't even think he considers his family. Because if he did, he wouldn't be making these threats in his hotel room. I think he's all for himself. That's what I think. I think he's all for himself. Anybody that works for him, anyone that does business with him, anyone that interacts with him, it's all about how he can serve himself. That's it.
And what we should be following. The Lord says you will know them by their fruits. You take advice from no multiple time baby daddy. When the fuck this nigga became the litmus test for how we supposed to move as a culture?
Who said he was? That's what I'm like. Who put Corey on a pedestal? I know it wasn't the black community. He's a comedian. He's an entertainer, which is weird that you went to go on his platform to have a serious conversation with him because he's a comedian. Why would you go to his platform and talk about what? Unless y'all cracking jokes. It's just crazy to me. I have a feeling in a few months, my spidey senses are telling me that this ain't gonna be looking too good in a few months. Let me see. I don't know. Something's telling me. My spidey senses are telling me that this, I don't know. Some ain't right.
That's why I try to teach men is about honor. They don't understand honor. This dude has no honor, this Anton Daniels dude. He's over here talking about like, yo, the woman who works with you and the guy who works with you, you give the...
See y'all being messy. Y'all being messy. You seen his side piece, Yoni? Listen, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm not accusing anyone of anything.
You see each other every day.
I can't believe y'all got me agreeing with Saint in the center, but he right though. Just listen.
That's why I try to teach men is about honor. They don't understand honor. This dude has no honor, this Anton Daniels dude. He's over here talking about like, yo, the woman who works with you and the guy who works with you, you get together, you see each other every day. They don't disrespect you and disagree with you on the podcast. Yeah, stupid. It's because we're on the same team, doofus. Then that's how you can tell this little fat rascal never been on a team. I can often see when people grow up, their father wasn't a proper father. They didn't play on sports teams. They don't understand the concept of being a part of a team. It's not always about you. It's not always about what you feel, what you think is wrong, what you think is right, what you think is the truth. It's not about that. It's about we. It's about the family. Little nerd. How dare you get mad at a dude because his woman's not out of line? This nigga done just said, hey, your girl's always in pocket. I'm mad she don't get out of line. I'm mad she don't disrespect you in public. Nigga, what? Boy, we should string this nigga up. This is the poison within the black community. This nigga right here, this Anton Daniels is the poison in the black community. He want the broad to be out of pocket. What? Come on, man. This is ludicrous. Little fat rascal.
And he's always been like that. He likes the views. He likes the engagement. That's why he brought his security there, because he wanted to get the views, he wanted to get the engagement, he wanted to get the follows, the likes. That's all.
It's a reason you around me. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if I could graduate you to that next.
Listen, I'm not getting into side pieces and stuff like that. I'm not. But if something happened, I will be revisiting this situation in a few months. I will be bringing this back up. I will. We will come back and do a full circle moment if something happens in a few months. Spidey senses is telling me something's happening in a few months. But I don't know what it could be. Could it be a side piece? I don't know. Could it be a scandal? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Everybody's stuck on this. He said, let's go outside. Man, let me break this play down to you because a lot of y'all are missing it, right? A lot of y'all are missing it. Anton Daniels told Corey Holcomb, I studied you. Y'all missed it. That man told him, I studied you. That's why he bought the bodyguard. He bought the bodyguard so he wouldn't get his ass beat too bad or too severely. I studied you. That lets you know everything you needed to know about what he came here to do. Another point, if me and you getting into it, right? If we get into it and I hop up on my seat and I walk.
Yo, I just never met like a street dude that run around with security. Like even Diddy, right? Diddy went to private school, always with security. Street dudes do not ride with security. That's why I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, so he tough, he hard, he this, he that. And I'm a black suburban girl. I know so many different Antons that try to act hard, try to act like they from the streets, like that's their way of fitting in with black people, or they feel like that's their only way to fit in with black people. But they went to a nice school, had 2 parents, was raised in a nice home, and they grew up a certain type of way that most would say would be privileged. But I don't know, they try to make it seem like there's something that they're not. And I don't understand why. Just be yourself. Be yourself. You don't gotta act hard. You don't gotta act tough. You don't gotta do all of that. I don't get it. It's not even necessary.
Go on you. Are you gonna stay sitting down? Or you gonna jump up with me and prepare to defend yourself? But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He sat there with that white man look. Hit me. Hit me. That's when Corey Holcomb realized, oh man, you on some bullshit. You trying to trick a nigga off the streets, or you trying to trick me into getting a lawsuit. Corey Holcomb peeped it. He peeped it. A lot of y'all missed it. Y'all stuck on this. Let's go.
And yes, Corey was definitely emotional. I felt like they both were, though. I felt like they were both overly emotional. Straight out the gate, they were both overly emotional. However, Corey wasn't emotional enough, because if he was, he would have hit him. But there was a moment where he paused because he realized that he was being baited. And he didn't know if he was being baited for views, baited to lose what he had built for himself, or baited because Anton was going to sue him. We don't know, but it was clear that Anton was baiting him. It was so clear. And I've seen this with women. That's what's throwing me. It's like I normally see women bait and instigate and egg a man on to put their hands on them, especially when they're getting into a verbal altercation. I normally see this type of behavior from women. So to see it from a man, it really threw me off. And isn't this the same behavior that Anton speaks out against? Isn't this the behavior that he speaks out against? So you walking around and you're behaving like a woman, provoking another man to put his hands on you. That's what women do. When they can't win an argument, that's what they do. That's typically what women do. Toxic women, that is what they do. Toxic women will try to provoke you. And Corey decided not to engage because he realized that's what you were doing. It's crazy to me. Two overly emotional men, out of shape. I don't think any of them or either of them wanted to fight the other. I think it was just a matter of who could win the internet. That's it. It was all about who could win the internet. And it's so interesting. I haven't seen anything from Corey. I've been waiting on him to say something, but he really hasn't. I haven't seen anything. Have y'all seen anything from Corey? Anton is just running his mouth, but I haven't seen anything from Corey. I'm like, so when is Corey going to say something? Has he said something on a private platform? Like, I'm just waiting for him to say something. It doesn't seem like he said anything at all. And so Anton is creating this one-sided narrative that he would have beat his ass. But I'm like, why hasn't Corey said anything? He yapping his mouth just like a woman. This is crazy. And men are vouching for him. Men are sticking up for him. It's crazy. I'm like, what? We have seriously lost the plot. We have.
Outside. Why are we gonna go outside? It didn't start outside. It didn't start outside. Did he making these little posts talking about I would have beat Corey Holcomb ass? No, you wouldn't. You ain't go there to beat his ass. That's why you bought a bodyguard. That's why you bought a bodyguard to a podcast. Cause you told that man, I studied you. He said, I studied you. He know this man gonna crash out. The bodyguard is just there to make sure things don't go out of hand. He don't get stomped out too bad for the lawsuit or to trick that man off the streets. You missed it. You missed when he said, I studied you. That let you know everything you need to know right there, bro.
This is crazy. Y'all let me know if Corey actually said something, because he ain't said nothing. And we know that man like to talk. We know he like to talk, but he ain't said nothing. And I'm like, dang, he ain't said nothing?
Play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally... The Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels situation has gotten worse since the last time we covered it.
I don't do no sucking Detroit, nigga. I'm from Detroit. Say I suck a dick again. I'm right here, right now. If I'm right down, right now, I'm going up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm doing this for the internet. I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet. Ain't no, cause you ain't gonna do it. Cause you're not gonna do Come at me with that dick sucking again. You're not gonna come at me with. Say I suck again. We can go all back right now. We can go all back right now. I'm with it. I bet you won't say this. We can go all back right now.
Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These started and they almost came to blows because Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb be sucking black people's D in a conversation about holding your own people accountable. Corey Holcomb says Anton Daniels only speak badly about black people and don't address white people at all. Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb's only speak highly of black people and he be sucking their D. That got, Corey Holcomb very upset. Anton Daniels, to his credit, didn't back down. Corey Holcomb ultimately chose to be mature and not get violent with Anton Daniels during the podcast. But Anton Daniels' actions after this podcast has made Corey Holcomb regret not being violent with Anton.
I'm sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. That was like this. Yeah. He was holding the microphone like That's the honest to God on everything.
I'm mad the internet has fed his ego like this. I'm mad. Y'all really let the internet has fed Anton, and it's crazy. And I'm like, that's not, did y'all see Corey shaking? I didn't see that.
That was shaking like a stripper, bro.
So Corey Holcomb was shaking in his boots, terrified of Anton Daniels. I got it.
I know people don't know this, but that's what I do. I don't talk about it online. I shoot all the time, nigga.
Anton, bro. Yeah, I blame Corey Holcomb. A square catch, 1W, man. They start acting outside their body.
I got 3 brothers, nephews, friends. If we have a problem, we shoot a fair one. Yeah, that's not me being tough. I'm not tough. I'm not none of that shit. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey.
Corey Holcomb really created a monster, bro. But the nastiest part about this all is that he did this for Black MAGA.
Free Media says, thank you for standing tall for black conservative men.
Listen, ladies, I come from an all-boys home. I am the only granddaughter on my mother's side. It's just me. I'm outnumbered by the boys, which is why I was so happy to be blessed with a niece. And more girls are being born into the family. I'm like, finally, a generation too late, but I'll still take it. I have never seen men in my family or even men that I've been with act like this. I've never seen this. First of all, you could never violate a man's space like that. They take that very serious. Because when you step to a man like that, they now feel like they have to defend not just themselves, but their manhood. They take it very, very serious. For you to get so close to the point where you could dead ass kiss him in the mouth, I have never seen any man in my family or any man that I've ever dated allow another man to violate his personal space like that and not do nothing about it. I've never seen it. So I'm just like, why is he acting so tough? I've literally seen my brother. He's not the type that like talks about it. He just does things. Like, I'll never forget one time he came home and I was like, oh my God. Immediately saw how he had on this white tee. He had blood all over his shirt. And I instantly just was drawn to the blood. I didn't look at his face or anything. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened to you? And he was like, hurry. Because he was trying to hide the blood on his shirt. He didn't want our dad finding out that he had blood on his shirt. And I was like, what happened? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, okay, why you got blood on your shirt? Nothing's wrong with his face. He has no bruises, no scratches, no nothing. Just blood on his shirt. He was like, I got into a fight. people that really get down, you really don't know that they get down until you push them too far. Like, you really have to push them too far. They're not going to squabble with you just because and then talk about it and be loud about it. Because a lot of people be like, oh, your brother, he's such a teddy bear, he's such a teddy bear. But I'm like, have you ever seen him get mad? Have you ever seen him actually get upset? I wouldn't fuck with him if I were you. I wouldn't. I've even been in a club. My brother, he's the bouncer. I'm in there underage, but he let me in. I'm his sister. This one guy came up to him, got up in his face. He tossed him across the room at a club, and this man landed into this table. And I said, damn, the hell? So it's like, people call him a teddy bear though. Oh, he's just a big teddy bear. Oh, no. So I'm just like, I've never seen, like, the men that really get down, you really don't know. And ladies, it's very similar to the men that lay it in the bedroom. They don't be talking much. So, and it's because they don't have to. They don't have to. There's an energy, there's a reputation that they lean on that they don't really got to talk about it. They just about it. So this is just, and so to see Anton talk so much and Corey not talk at all, I am leaning more towards Corey just for that simple reason, just based off of my observation when it comes to men. The big talkers, typically, they don't amount to much. That's just been my observation when it comes to men. So I don't know. It's weird to me. This whole situation is just very weird. I'm like, you in your hotel room. That's all I gotta say. And I'm pretty sure you got your security nearby.
Oh yeah, they think that just because we Republican and we conservative that we.
Crazy how squares switch up so fast. Yo, a square will go from, I'm not a violent guy, I'm not a tough guy, man, I don't want no smoke, bro, I'm not gangster, to the moment they was able to finesse or swindle a W in the internet's eyes in a physical confrontation, they will go from, oh, I'm not no tough guy, to language like this in a heartbeat.
Corey would have got the shit beat out of me.
Has gotten so proud of himself after getting his W over.
Sorry, y'all. Listen, this is too much. This is too much. Like, no. I'm not believing this shit. Listen, if Anton would have left the platform and the podcast and he wouldn't have said nothing, okay. At that point, I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of a tie. I don't know. Who would win that? I don't know. I have to see it. But all this yapping, yeah, I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all.
Corey Holcomb, that Anton is now telling people that podcasters are terrified to sit down and look him in his eyes in person, as if like he's some type of boogeyman or something, man.
I'm keeping it 100, bro. I'm keeping it 100. Man, I knew that wasn't gonna do nothing. That was shaking like a stripper. He telling Darlene, "Hey, move over there. Let me get next to this." That's for the internet. That's straight up for the internet. I never moved. I sat right there, right next to that, and I continued to cook that the whole time. I was in his backyard. I'm in LA right now in his spot with his people all around talking to that.
Who's Miss Sanchez?
Back from this. That's what I'm telling
you. Who's this lady right here? Who's Miss Sanchez? Miss Sanchez is like, nigga, shut up. I can't see the girl right down here. But Miss Sanchez, look, did y'all see her? She was like, Hold on. She like,
and I continued to cook that the whole time. I was in his backyard. I'm in LA right now in his spot with his people all around talking to that. Let me tell you, he never coming back from this. That's why I'm telling y'all.
Ooh.
Whenever his show ends, need to download that and never let him forget it. because I don't go based off. That's why I told Mika, right? Because I had Mika with me. And the reason why I brought Mika with me is because I wanted to promote her show and shit. Neither here nor there. I told Mika, I told my security, and I told somebody else. I said, I'm not doing.
Y'all, I'm sorry. This situation. This is why when a lame try to come at you, you gotta beat their ass. You really do. You gotta beat their ass. This remind me of a time where this girl tried to fight me in the gym. My ex-roommate, she tried to fight me in the gym, and she tried to fight me while I was sitting down with my back turned. And so she tried to fight me while I was sitting down with my back turned. And then she went around, because I wasn't trying to fight her. I was not trying to fight her. So the trainer ended up breaking up the altercation, because it was an altercation. If anything, I was going to try to get her off of me. But I felt like I had so much to lose. And I'm like, damn, I can't get into it. I just can't. I had already changed my life around. I was trying to take a new path in life. And she went around telling people like, oh yeah, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The whole time, I've already experienced going to jail. I've already experienced that. I don't need to go back and experience that again with you to prove a point. But this is why it's hard. Like, it's so hard turning the other cheek, walking away, not throwing hands for real, because people really be feeling like they can try you. They really be feeling like they can try you. Seriously. So sometimes I feel like sometimes it's just worth it. Just call your people, tell them, hey, I'm going to jail. I'm about to put my hands on this person so then you don't have to be in there that long. And just deal with the consequences legally. I feel like that's what you have to do. It's so hard though. It's so hard. Like, you really don't want to go there with people. But they go around and this is how they talk. This is what they tell everybody. You scared of them and all of this stuff. And it's just so ridiculous to me. And the whole time you wasn't trying to go there because you had something to protect. It's different when you don't have nothing to lose.
On nobody else's platform unless it's going to be face to face. I told a million and one to show that. Because everybody talk a good game until you right there in front of them.
All right, man. The industry terrified of Anton Daniels, man. All right, bro. All right, man. Yo, some people just aren't used to taking W's, man. I'm actually a fan of Anton Daniels, the content creator. He put in a lot of hard work, and he produces a lot of content that are somewhat entertaining.
It's so crazy. I used to have respect for Anton, but now I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm disappointed. It all started with them panels, and if you remember, you remember. But I lost so much respect. It's just getting to a point where it's clear he's just doing it for clout and money. That's it. If anything, I feel like he's been compromised. What I would like to see, this is what I would like to see. I would like to see them arrange an actual fight so that there can't be any lawsuits. Waivers have been signed. They sign up for a fight. They live stream the fight. They get in the ring with boxing gloves. And then we'll see who's the bigger man at that point. And listen, we'll give them time. Get in shape. Get in the gym. Get their weight up. And then schedule this fight. I'm putting in a bet. I'd even bet on it. Make some money. Instead of this back and forth. Let's actually see y'all fight for real. And then everyone's protected legally. No one loses sponsorships. Maybe we can get the event sponsored. Everybody make a little money. I feel like it's a win-win situation. But this back and forth stuff, no. This is what women do. I want to see two men handle it like men. That's what I want to see. But this yapping, it's very feminine. Very, very, very feminine. I want to see them arrange an actual fight. I've seen content creators and influencers do it before. People can make some money. It can be live streamed, get some sponsorships. It could be a whole event. People come out to watch it. It could be a real event. They have big enough platforms to pull it off. They seem like they're in the same weight class. I mean, it makes sense. That's what I want to see. But this is lame. Okay? It's corny. It's lame. And I'm not here for it at all.
I gotta click off once Anton Daniels start getting into like the shucking, the jobbing, and the bootlicking. I gotta click off because I don't want to have a negative opinion of Anton Daniels. Feel me, bro? Like I don't really want to, like hate the dude, bro. Right? And and certain things he get into, I just can't rock with. But this new arc now of like he Suge Knight now, he Suge, right? The industry don't want to see him in person because they know what's up.
Let me tell you something. Every last one of these, if they ever want to do something in person, I'm pulling up. I told them on the phone before I even pulled up. I said, bro, I know you're going to come at me weird, but just know you're going to get the same energy. I told him straight up on the phone. So that's why I bullied that on his own platform, as comedian. I bullied that. Let me tell you something, bro. Okay. He said, who are coward? I said, Dave Chappelle, you scared of Dave. I told that straight up to his face on his own platform. I said, you scared. You tiptoed around in when you reviewed his platform. All right, so Anton, so my point is this. Man, I'm not worried about it. The people I got around me is different, bro. Let me tell you. I know the same people that he know. Y'all be thinking that, man, listen, bro, listen. Ain't nobody tough. I'm not pretending to be tough. I'm not none of that.
But you are pretending. But you are pretending to be tough. You call this man a B. You call this man out of his name. You say you would have put him to sleep. You is popping it right now. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. Anton Daniels finessed Corey Holcomb during this interaction. Anton understood his security was there. So, like, Corey Holcomb really couldn't do anything to him. He had armed security with him at Corey Holcomb's pocket.
Listen, if Anton get rid of his security, respect. But talking this tough with security, it just gives some Malibu Most Wanted type shit. It do. It gives the people that I grew up around that want to act hood, talk like they from the hood, try. It's just like, stop. You're not from the hood. You grew up in a 4 or 5 bedroom, 6 bedroom house. You had a backyard. You grew up in a nice neighborhood. Stop. Like, stop. I hate that, y'all. I hate that. I hate when people do that. Just stop.
Podcast. So Anton kept on saying, hey, bro, let's go outside. If you really want to fight, let's go outside. Anton understood the minute they hop off camera and go outside, his security is not allowing him to fight or get touched. So there was no expectation of Anton being in danger or
at all.
Right? Because again, it was Anton and Corey Holcomb had his staff and some dudes he rocked with there. But Anton was the only one there with security, armed security at that. So there's very little Corey Holcomb could have done to Anton. So Anton walked in, I think, looking to mark out Corey Holcomb, knowing that, there's only so far this could go. But the fact that Anton is now saying, oh, I'm not trying to be tough. Why at the same time being tough is bro, it's not. I don't think Anton can fool the internet into thinking he's something he's not. Because I feel like right now we all have a perception of who Anton is for the most part. And this interaction didn't really change that,
So it's either do something or leave. Because what you do is, now you're putting the security in a situation. Now you're getting Mika in a situation, right? Now you're putting them in something.
Listen, who is this Mika character? Who was the woman that was with him? Because I felt like Corey was trying to out him like that was the other woman when it comes to his wife. That's what everybody keeps saying. Who is this Mika girl? Because I would hate for my name to keep being brought up like I'm some type of mistress. And it's not true. Like, what are people seeing that? What are people seeing? I feel bad for the wife because I'm just like, are you hearing what's going on about this woman that everyone keeps mentioning? And then he talking about he a Christian man. What's up with that? What's up with that? Allegedly. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I just don't understand why her name being tossed around so much. I just don't understand. I would hate for someone to keep tossing my name around like that. And I'm not involved with him at all. I'm working with him. We collab together. I don't understand what did Corey just say that? But I feel like men don't say that, or do they? Do men throw other men under the bus like that? Typically they don't. Or was he just saying that to get under his skin? Or was he just saying that? I don't know.
And they gotta respond because,
like, damn,
you know, if it go there, it get fucked up. So it's either you go or you do something about it. I'm not a tough guy, so I left. So
Can I ask you this?
Once it start going there, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like, I've already done my due diligence. I've already kicked his ass on his own platform. It's time to go.
Yeah. So can I ask you, what was the overall goal of going on the platform? Like,
he said you insinuating you was there without you. I'm not here with I just talked to my chick on the phone, literally.
Okay. Why do you think it went left to begin with? Just
because he's used to.
Absolutely. The way people are throwing her name around like she's some type of mistress in his marriage, absolutely. Like that's going on her reputation. Like, that's the reputation. That's not a good look. I would definitely make some type of statement, because that's what people running with. Absolutely not. You don't want to be known, or even people insinuating in any type of way. This is exactly why I don't stand close to married men, because I don't even want nobody playing with my name like that. Absolutely not. This is exactly why. Don't stand too close to a married man, because damn, the way they throwing her name around like that, I would make a statement. I would say something, because ain't no way. Let that be a lesson, ladies. Do not stand too close to a married man. It's crazy.
Think because you're Republican and you're conservative or whatever, that shit is just, I don't think you know, right? Because don't nobody know nobody until they actually in front of them, right? And he used to, and I told him that shit, I said, you used to being around people that don't say nothing to you when you say something to them, because, you know, it is what it is.
Miss Sanchez left.
And so, you know, that was his weakness. He's not, listen, he's not intellectual enough to be able to talk. He can't hold, I realized that in the very beginning, is that, like, on some debate or conversation type shit, he's not intellectual enough on that tip. So when
am I the only one that feels like this was a big moment for Anton? Like, this was a big moment for him in his life. This was a big moment for him.
You start to lose that part of the conversation.
That's a misrepresentation of what took place. Corey Holcomb got upset after, you know, you said that he be sucking black people's D, right? Because he's a older dude from Chicago. They don't, bro, saying suck my D or you suck D, yo, those are fighting words right there. So that's why he got upset. But before then, you know, like, they were not hostile towards each other, right? Like, they were having a conversation. They both disagreed. I feel like Corey Holcomb reflect a lot of the frustrations a lot of us have with Anton, right? That Anton could be doing good, but he chose, you know, to do all the wrong things with his time, right? He chose to disparage black people. Like, even during the conversation with Corey Holcomb, Anton on one side of his mouth says he don't identify as black. But then when it's time to disparage black folks and use, you know, his identity to do so, he then says, we as black people are horrible and terrible, this and this and this. So, like, do you identify with black people or do you not identify with black people? And, you know, like, Anton was talking on both sides of his mouth, and that's why Corey got frustrated.
But the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something's wrong with
black
that.
Black is a construct.
But religion as a concept and an institution is also a construct. And that didn't stop you from saying you identify only as a Christian man, or first as a Christian man, and you never even claim to identify as being black. So when it's time, right, to identify as black, to understand the struggle, you refuse to identify as black. But when it's time to criticize black people, you automatically identify as black and reference we when you reference black people. so you can criticize him easier. There's a major problem with that.
Man.
Peep how he just says that black is a construct. He don't even know what black means.
And so over here, that tells me that he talks out of both sides of his neck, which he's been doing for years. Why do black people not call him out for that? I don't know. I don't know. You're quick to identify stereotypical behaviors in black people, but you yourself don't identify as black when you black as hell? Make it make sense.
He's not black. But watch how that tone, like, automatically pivots when it's time to criticize black people.
See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, let's stay there. Okay. We don't even like each other.
That would have made me lose my mind, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
You're not black when it's time to identify with our struggle, but all of a sudden you black when you want to criticize us. It doesn't make sense. That would have had me lose my mind too. And we all watched a particular clip, and we all seen how this started. It started because Corey Holcomb asked Anton Daniels, bro, you've been criticizing black folks this entire podcast. Can you say one thing about white people? Anton refused. Anton said he's not here to talk about white people. And it's like, bro, as a man, how do you feel comfortable with yourself moving like this? Like, nobody got an issue with nobody got a real personal deep issue with Anton. It's just like, as a man, how do you move like this and sleep at night?
So insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm going to answer your question. Okay. I'm going to answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time because it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I'm talking about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Female, the biggest
literally
enemy.
white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video and you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a.
That's delusional. Everyone has a boss in this system unless you're at the very top. It may be just the IRS, but everyone has to answer to someone. So when it comes down to them taxes, that's your boss. If you're not at the very top of the pyramid, you answer to somebody. So that's very delusional, but okay.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up
listening.
here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you talking.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you
just nasty work, man. Nasty work, bro.
Ooh, girl.
Yo, I don't know how to sleep at night, man, but
it is crazy because I don't even like Corey. It's like two evils having a conversation. I don't like Corey, even though it's like the same coin, just different sides. I don't like Corey. Actually, I don't like none of these men really in this video that I'm reacting to, if I'm being honest, because some of his takes be weird too. But I find myself agreeing with them, which is, I don't know, it just makes me feel icky. I don't like
it. I'm not Anton. Let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this, man. And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Aiden Ross
I can't believe the internet got Anton out here believing that he big and bad. That's crazy. I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. But hey, it happens. That's crazy. I don't know. We'll see. Give it a few months. Let's move on to Ace. Let's move on to Ace. Oof. So he released his documentary. Did you watch it?
How often were you and Shelly together once the show is over?
Every day. We'd be together every single day. The only time that we weren't together was when she was in a different state working with a brand, and I was in a different state working with a different brand. One of the things I learned about myself in this relationship is how to be a better communicator and how to express myself the right way. What I will say is it's hard to know each other when you're constantly under a microscope. We were adjusting to real life issues, real life situations, knowing ourselves throughout the process. And it's hard to get to know each other when you have everybody judging your every move, and you understand that the fans mean well. What you would like to think fans mean well, but it just gets hard. You know, as glitz and glamorous as it looks on social media from what we put out and what everybody else is putting out into the world.
He went on to say, too, that basically the reason they decided to split was because things didn't go the way that he had hoped or visioned or imagined for the both of them. So what I took that as, okay, so you left this relationship because you feel like it does not serve you in the way that you thought it would. So he basically, it got a little hard, and he was just like, yeah, this is not what I want anymore. I don't want this anymore. It became too much for him. Yep, this is Love Island.
Okay, so as a lot of other people, I watched Little Man's interview, okay? And you know, he said a lot of key points that kind of stood out to me. And the first few things that I want to say that he said was he liked the idea of being with Shelly, but the reality of being with Shelly didn't hit his expectations. The reality of being with Shelly did not hit his expectations. And now why that sticks out to me so much is that when, and I hate to do this, but I'm sorry, but I have to do this. So when they got out of the villa, right, you can tell in the few interviews that he did do, things were not going the way that Ace planned on things to go. I feel like he already had a plan in the villa, as we all kind of seen the way that he was moving, how strategic he was being, and the way he chose Amaya, knowing he wanted Shelly, he did that to be strategic, to like get his prize at the end, who he knew he was going to end up with, so it could be like this famous like love story, and they can eat off that shit.
Yep.
And that was his plan, I feel like. And then when he got out the villa, like he said in the last interview, like, oh man, like when I got out the villa, like I'm getting hit with all this Nick and Landry, what's up with them? What are they doing? Are they this? Are they that? And that shit threw him for a loop, because that was the last couple he was expecting, because they were the last couple to get together. And they were also...
And y'all remember the episode when him and Shelly were voted least liked by America? Y'all remember that? And the way they reacted and the way they responded, they were like, I think America got it wrong. So there was a continuation of that even after they left the villa. And they just did not handle it well. It's like they made every wrong move that made them... It made people feel validated in why they didn't like them, if anything.
Very, very, very shocked that they got sent home as well. And that's the thing. His expectations, these expectations that y'all are hearing, he was expecting to have way more opportunities, way more love, way more clout, way more money, way more everything than what he and Shelly experienced as a couple coming out of the villa. Now, see, Ace, before he went into the villa, he already had some clout. He already had some motion, doing TikToks, doing all the shit that he was already doing. And when he got out, he kind of fell back into doing all the same shit that he was already doing. Like he had a...
And the thing that kind of frustrated me with Shelly, Ace needed Shelly. Shelly didn't need Ace. And it was hard to watch him use her like that. And then when he felt like she wasn't useful, he broke up with her, allegedly. And like I said, even if she broke up with him, there was an emotional withdrawal. So that's what was frustrating me with Shelly. I'm like, Shelly, how are you not seeing that he is using you? And anytime things didn't go his way, he always left her up to fix it or address the public about it or clear things up because he never wanted to. And now he creates this drawn out documentary trying to basically clear his image up, clean his image up. But you couldn't even do that when you were with Shelly. But now that you're no longer with Shelly, you're wanting to rebrand, you're wanting to, do things differently. Now you want to come out and say something? He used Shelly, and Shelly allowed him to. Shelly allowed him to too.
Opportunities, but he was doing the same shit he was already doing. So it's like, okay, mind you, this is a man that's never had a girlfriend in before, never actually taken anybody serious, basically wasting everybody's time. He's been in situationships and wasting everybody's time, basically. Like, until he finally made somebody his girlfriend from the pressure of the world type shit. And
I don't think Shelly knew about the documentary because y'all know I be lurking. I may not say nothing, but I do be seeing some shit. She didn't like the promotion on Instagram. She liked his cover photo or his photos because he deleted everything off his Instagram. I peeped that. Then he made this post in his wife beater. She liked that. And I was like, Shelly, why are you liking his photos after the Page 6 interview? Why are you liking his stuff on Instagram? But when it came to the promotion of the documentary, she didn't like it. She not in the likes.
that's the thing. Like, I came out, I'm doing the same shit that I was already doing. I'm not benefiting from being in a relationship. This is not going the way that I planned for it to go. And now it's like, I'm with this girl every single day, and like, I'm starting to get irritated because, yes, I like her, but this is not what I expected to happen. Not how shit was supposed to go in his mind.
Nope.
Like, it's just not. And on top of that, like, he kind of tarnished his own image by being a hater on other people. I don't know what the fuck Ace's problem was, bro. Like, yes, there were people that didn't like him already, but the way that he, like, dug his own fucking grave in that interview, and this is not even solely just because people love Nick and Alondra. This is because, nigga, you threw salt on your friends. Like, that's just, like, no, like, nobody's gonna ever support that. Like, nobody wants that. Like, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cute. You don't get brownie points for that shit. Like, it went the opposite way for him.
Shelly is still not in his likes for that video. Nick liked the video. Nick liked the promotion. She didn't like the second promotion of the documentary video. Let me see. Recent photo of him. I don't even know who this rapper is. I always forget his name. The most recent photo he posted. Let me see if Shelly's in the likes. Shelly is not in the likes.
Fame went the opposite way for Ace, and now y'all are getting hate comments. Like, you helped tarnish Shelly's image. She helped herself as well, but you helped do that to her. So now y'all are just...
By the way, he put in his bio recently, I'm the one your mama warned you about. This is Black Love? This is what? Black Love. Black Love. Ooh, girl, Black Love.
Couple that loves each other in private, but y'all are getting hella hate, hella this for being together and all the shit by shit that you did from the very fucking beginning, from being in the villa, being out the villa. Like, you did all this. You made your plate. You made your plate, you made your bed, you made whatever, nigga. You did this shit from the very beginning, thinking that you just was a man with the plan. Just like how he keeps...
And from the clips that I've seen, it's like Ace just does not want to own take accountability and responsibility for what he did and move on. The public would have moved on. And that's all people were asking is, can you publicly apologize? Can you acknowledge what you did and the impact, the negative impact it had on Nick and Olandria? Just do the right thing. Why? I don't understand. Like, why could you not have just done that? Because I don't think it would have been as bad. I think that there still would have been a negative impact or blowback on Shelly and Ace. But I think they could have recovered if he would have just taken accountability and say, you know what? I was wrong. And sometimes that's all you have to say. You know what? I was wrong. And I regret my decision I regret what I said. I if I could go back in time, I would take it back. Something like that. Something along those lines. Coming from a genuine place, I think the blowback would have lessened. But it grew. And I think this documentary is just making it grow more. I don't think that the blowback is going to stop anytime soon. At all.
Trading all this, like, this production of shit that he's doing, like he's just bigger than the program. Like, in his mind, he thinks that he is, and that's the problem. That is Ace's fucking problem. Like, he thought it was something more than what it was ever gonna be. And it could have been, but you ruined that for yourself. So I really don't know. Kind of feel a little bad for the girl, honestly. But who knows? Like, who knows what went on with them in between their household? Like I said, I don't know. But from my brain and what I thought when he said this is what I got out of it.
And it's so sad because I saw Olandria. She's in Paris. And she was, I don't know if she's still there, but she was coming out of the Chanel store. And she had her shopping bags. And I'm like, damn. Shelly was supposed to be with her. Shelly was supposed to be right there with her. Shelly's supposed to be coming out the Chanel store with her. This is supposed to be a duo. That was supposed to be a duo. That was supposed to be the duo of the century, the culture. That was supposed to be a major duo. And it's just so sad. Like, I feel like I'm grieving that shit because I'm like, damn. And it's so crazy. She chose Ace over Olandria. And I think if she would have chose Olandria, it would have been way better for her career. But she chose Ace. And another thing too, because I talked about this in my Cardi B video. Stop allowing men to come in and sabotage your momentum when it comes to your career, your education, and your goals. Stop allowing them to do that. And that's one thing that I absolutely adore about Olandria. She is in this relationship with Nick so much so to the point still question if she's even with the man still, and who gives a damn. She is securing her future. Stop allowing men to come in and sabotage your momentum. We've seen this with so many women. It's like this constant repetitive thing now. I constantly see it now. Over and over again. Cardi B is currently going on with Cardi B right now. He came in and sabotaged it. And she let him. Because honestly, I would have tossed his little ass to the side. Like, you're not messing up my moment. Like, this is a huge moment for me in my career. And he came in and he just killed that momentum. Because the truth is, he may not have been liked, but Shelly was loved. She just wasn't loved with Ace. So it was heartbreaking to see Olandria coming out of the Chanel store. And I had that vision in my mind that it was going to be the two of them. And I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that sisterhood. I wanted to see it. And girl, she chose that man. And look what choosing the man gets you. Women got to learn how to be more selfish. Seriously.
That's why everybody was saying that in the beginning. Like, he expected to be the couple, Shalace, like he thought that was gonna be $1 million household name, and it wasn't. He's like, I might as well go back to doing TikToks. Like, I might as well do what I was already doing single. Like, cause I'm not getting shit out of this. Like, he was doing that shit for the buzz and for the clout. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. He basically just told us that without telling us that.
Right.
In a way. If you ask me, he kind of did it to her again by throwing salt, basically saying, like, I like the idea of her, but I didn't really like her. Like, that's basically what he said. And you just kind of, like, you're fucking her up again, and she hasn't been nothing but respectful to you.
Crazy.
She checked her fans, all of that shit for you. And you continue to just get on the internet, say whatever the fuck you want. Nobody asked for this. This fucking interview got posted on your YouTube channel. Nobody asked for this shit. So you just basically said all this shit and air her out for what?
And I find it crazy that Shelly hasn't liked any of his posts since. That says a lot. Let me see. And then, this is probably why. I was just minding my business and I was scrolling and this popped up. I wasn't being nosy. I wasn't snooping. You know, God working mysterious ways.
Literally the day when I was about to drive back to LA from Vegas, y'all, I got sick. I had the vid. So y'all fired me. I worked like a dog for 5 months. And y'all gave me COVID.
You should have took the job if that was the case.
Oh my God. Mind you, all of them ended up getting the shot, the people that did stay. And they still got sick. So the joke's on them.
Ain't do it.
Yeah. Chat, can we do something, y'all? Help Big Mama out. Do something. Do any type of trick. I don't know what you gotta do, but do what you gotta do.
So what's the next job you got?
I don't know right now.
You don't know? You're not going on tour again?
I haven't heard nothing yet. Thank you for the galaxy. I was supposed to do something, but I turned it down.
You turned it down?
Yeah, I turned it down. It wasn't for my spirit.
What was it? They had you. What was you about to do?
I don't want to say too much.
That's a good question.
Chat over here be putting too much together, 2 and 2 together. I ain't got time.
Hey, play some music. Hold on 1 second. Come on, baby, kick up that seat. Bring them up to the Yo! Nah, take your ass, go sit down somewhere, dog. That is
Yeah!
Nah, yo, I ain't never seen nobody get straight to work like that, dog. That shit was crazy. Chat. 45 seconds left. Lock it up quick.
People keep saying, who is this? A homegirl that's been around? A homegirl that's been around that he was flirting with on his live. It's crazy. So he put out the documentary, he put out his side of the story, and now he's back to doing what he want to do. It's crazy.
Come on, y'all. Do something good. Do something big, y'all. Come on.
I'm moving on. I'm disappointed. It's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy.
I can't with Ace for the main reason of this. You
Yep.
always get super much mouth when it's your own drama, when it's your own situation. And then it becomes, very coded, like X plus Y equals like MX. Like, what the hell are we talking about? But with everybody else, you get very specific. You get very detailed. You You got a hypothesis, you got scenarios, you got examples, you got what they were wearing and what day it was and where the sun was positioned from the rest of the earth and the rotation on gravity. You got all of this for everybody else's shit. I watched a piece of him just trying to explain, like, okay, well, what happened to you and Shelly's relationship? Well, you know, it was just a matter of, you know, life and the circumstances and the way that life likes and the circumstance within that life and when two lives. What? It's always so interesting to me when people ask for privacy in their own relationship that they were not willing to give to others, especially those who are in a public-facing, public figure persona. Make it make sense.
It's crazy. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, and I just need the girls to understand. Don't allow a man to put you in a complicated relational dynamic with them to where it detours you away from your career, your education, and your goals. You will always regret it. Don't do it. And if you find yourself being put in a complicated relational dynamic, leave so you can go back to focusing on your goals. Because if it was truly meant to be, it wouldn't be complicated. It wouldn't. It would fit into your life to where you're still able to achieve your goals. You're still able to get your education. You're still able to be great within your career. You shouldn't have to choose between showing up for yourself versus being in that relationship with that man. If you ever feel like you have to, that's not the right relationship for you. So, and I felt like Ace, as immature as he is, he made Shelly choose. And Shelly chose the relationship. And look what happened. So keep that in mind. Cardi, she chose the man. Look what happened. Look what happened. Halle Bailey chose the man. Look what happened. I can go on and on. Sky Jackson chose the man. Look what happened. You can have it all. You just can't have it all at the same time. And because you can't have it all at the same time, you shouldn't waste your time in spaces with men where you're not getting what you want. You don't have time for that. So as soon as it gets too complicated to where it's taking you away from what you need to do for yourself, it's time for you to leave. Quickly.
Sorry, can we talk about how ridiculous this is? Tiff Mood said, everything Alandria does, I want to see her win. Somebody responded, why y'all don't want to see Shelly win? Huh? That's like me saying, I love dogs. Someone being like, so what do you have against cats? Why do you hate cats so much? Are y'all okay? Like, what? Anyways, Crystal said, Alandria can do better than Nick. I like him and all, but he's bad for her brand. Can see her with a millionaire dog or something. Nick said, all she got was a millionaire nurse. Oh, and Nick said Nick was at an AKA
Nick is funny as hell.
American sorority house. And guess what? No cheating allegations. No circles and no spaces. Ain't that some ish? Seems like all these people wanted to humble Alandria ever Nick's around white blonde girls. He pulled up to a crowd of young, beautiful women, had a whole photo video op. We've seen no red circles and 0 think pieces. Quite interesting.
Shout out to the sisters. Shout out to the sisters respecting another sister in her relationship. Shout out to the AKAs. Shout out to y'all, sis. Classy. No allegations. No think pieces. Shout out to the AKAs. What is it? Y'all do the pinkies up? Is it the pinkies? Shout out to y'all. Just class.
Cordina said, I know that person who tweeted that Alandria was the biggest star to come out of season 7 back in August. Got attacked for it, feels so vindicated right now. Onika's Destiny said, well, yes. She saw the vision.
You know, to see Alandria take off, it's been beautiful to witness. Very beautiful to witness. Shelly could have been right there with her. I think everyone wanted to see Shelly with Alandria. You know what we did want to see? We didn't want to see Shelly with Ace. That's all. We didn't want to see Shelly with Ace. We knew that this is what was going to happen. And all he had to do was throw a tantrum. Things got a little too hard and he wanted to check out. That's all. We didn't want that for Shelly. But Shelly chose it for herself. She made the choice. So it is what it is. You know how your friend make a choice, especially when it comes to that man that you don't agree with, and you just gotta let her. So we just, yeah, that's just the situation. So it's not that people don't want to see Shelly win. People definitely wanted to see Shelly win. We just didn't want to see her with Ace. That's it. And why? Because this is what you get. This is what you get. So that's pretty much all that I have regarding this video. Let me know, what else do you want me to talk about? I covered Desmond. Y'all wanted that. So I covered that. If there's anything else that comes out, I may circle back. But let me know if there's something else that you want me to talk about. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in my next one. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please, please. Thank you.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.